Welcome back to Gabriel Knight 2. We are in Grace's section, aren't we? We're halfway well, I don't even think we're halfway. We've just kind of started chapter 4, I think, where Grace just had the realization that Gerda was in fact in love with Wolfgang, not Gabriel. And they made up. And then Gerda gave us Gabriel's car. Oh, we're in a castle. We're going on a tour, guys. That's it. We're gonna go and sit for 2 hours and listen to history. I remember now. Okay, let's let's load in, see what happens. No, not chapter 1. Give me game, please. Oh yeah, we did a detour to the museum because I wanted to see what it was, and then we left. So I guess we'll do the museum first. That's not too loud. I hope it's not too quiet. Let's see.
Grace Nakamura.
That looks good. I think we have solved it. The intro today, the intro before YouTube intro, was a disaster. But we've got there. Blacko! That's me! How are you doing, Blacko? Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, god damn it. So I have this, right? Let me see if this works. That doesn't work. One day I'll get sorted out so that I can do like the shout out to people that raid, but that's not working right now, and I can't tab out of this game. I've already had a disaster setting it up. How is your stream, Blacko? Hi, Hacking. How are you doing? Were you playing Doom, or did you end up switching at the end? We did short. Well, it was short, but it felt like eternity. Oh, Crafty knows what's up. Yeah, I did spend 90% dying laughing because I messed up the stream before I even started talking. Like, as soon as the countdown hit 0. It was bad. Oh, that's good to hear, Hacking. I am glad that you are good. Doom and then showed a short bit of Minecraft. I'll have to go back and have a look because I'm curious to see. Because last time I saw Minecraft was when Julie streamed like really early. So it would be cool to see what people have made. Because I only saw a tower. There was a tower that she had to hide in from monsters. Yeah, I accidentally used the shortcut to open all the programs instead of unmuting my mic. It wasn't pretty. It wouldn't have mattered if it wasn't this game, that's the thing. But because it's this game and it's like I've already got weirdness setting it up, but like my monitors are backwards and it's blown up and stuff and cropped and all this. It wasn't pretty. That was your tower? But now you've moved underground, right? Mostly showed the shaders and a couple more stuff you made. You make shaders? Like game dev things? I will have a flick through your VOD later on, or at some point. Managed to finish Cultist Base? Is that the name of your underground city? Shaders and mods to change how it looks. Ah. Well, I'm glad that you are enjoying. And I'm glad you had a good stream. Let me just be even less prepared and take a drink. Modifying the textures and visuals in Minecraft is quite accessible and people make pre-built sets of looks. Oh, that's cool. I know it's definitely like a big modding game. So that makes sense actually, since you were getting right into modding before Black Hole. Ren, Jen, hello, how are you doing? Good afternoon to you. Oh, it's the name of the level in Doom you kept dying in at the past 2 streams? Oh, is it? What, even when I was there? I didn't catch that. So it's not the name of your underground city? I'm disappointed. You should call that cultist base too. Alright. I don't know if you've named it yet. So, seems appropriate. We haven't started yet, we've just loaded in.
Grace Nakamura.
We were checking audio levels, seems to be fine, which is good because I am not tabbing out. Playing Harvestella, how is that? How is that doing? Because like that looked interesting. I like the look of that. The whole server is basically cultist space. Yeah, that's true. Is that just the name of the server? Probably. So we are like, where are we at? Yeah, we're in chapter 4, but we're not even halfway. Like we've only done the very beginning of it. And if you like history, you've come to the right place. Because what we have to do now is explore a museum and a castle. I explored the castle last time, but I didn't listen to the audio tour, which I think we need to listen to. So it's gonna be a time of learning and history. Oh, you know when I said Mad King Ludwig was maybe a Dark Souls boss? I think I got it mixed up. There's an old king someone. I had a look at the bosses. There's an old king someone, and there's a Ludwig someone. So I think I merged them together in my head and just believed that this historical figure was in fact a Dark Souls boss. You're enjoying it quite a bit. That's really good. I picked it on my fantasy critic thing, but I don't think it's done that well with the reviews. So I need to go and check that actually to see where it got. But sometimes I don't really trust reviews that much. Like I like to try things myself. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Turned up one time in the middle of nowhere in the night and ran screaming to Julie's house. Yes, you did that. And Julie did that like right before you did that as well. That's me, Mark. Hi, Mark. How are you doing? Hope you're well. We haven't even started yet. Somehow. Oh, I suppose it's only 20 minutes in. Nobody will expect me to have started by this point anyway. Hope you are all good anyway. I was a little late because I was asleep. The last 2 days I've had a nap. I'm not quite like functioning very well being awake. So I've had to nap, and today's nap was delightful. I could have easily, well, I did snooze twice. I could have just turned the alarm off and gone back to sleep, but I guess then that would ruin tonight's sleep. But it was a good nap, very good. In case you were wondering how I rate my nap. I'm good, thank you, Mark. I was like quite stressed earlier, but the nap straightened things out. Naps are really good. Give you the time to finish the level. Perfect. That's what the, you know, I was gonna say morphogenetic field, that's not it, but that's what the gods planned when they made me have a really nice sleep. Right. Shall we look around this museum? Shall we talk to this person? I wonder if they speak English. I wonder if we immediately hate them and give them daggers.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Okay. That was pleasant enough. I'd like to buy a ticket, please. Confirm noob is connected to the morphogenetic field. Yes.
Ich hätte gern eine Eintrittskarte fürs Museum.
Ja, 8 Mark für eine Ganztagskarte.
What? Money. I didn't catch a word of it.
Danke.
Bitte.
Whoa, that felt sassy. Is that a normal way to say that? That was an exchange. 1 mark for a whole day? But that was so many coins. These Shiraz ways to pronounce words. Bitte. She's like shaking her head. Rude. Right, let's talk to her again. Was it 8? 8 would make more sense.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Is this the... Usually you'd ask this before you buy the ticket, right? Just look a bit sour, then you are fluent in German. Them's the rules, apparently. Grace was not just a bit weird, but also super slurred. Really? I would never be able to notice that. Right, is this the Ludwig Museum?
Ist das die Ludwig Museum?
Ja, ja. Ludwig der Zweite von Bayern.
What? She has, you know, strong voice. Thought she said ein. No idea. Oh, good God. Oh, no. We can read all of these. We're gonna be here all day. Is she at least gonna read it out for us?
July 3rd, 1863.
Oh, this is okay.
Elizabeth, you can have no idea, dear cousin, how happy you made me. The hours recently passed with you in the railway carriage I consider among the happiest in my life. Never will their memory fade.
Classic cousin.
You gave me permission to visit you at Ischl. If the time comes for this ardent hope to be fulfilled, I shall be of all men upon earth the most blessed.
The feelings of sincere love and reverence and faithful attachment to you, which I cherished in my heart even as a boy, makes me imagine heaven upon earth and will be extinguished by death alone. I beg you with all my heart to forgive the contents of this letter, but I could not help myself.
So he's confessing his love to his cousin. Classic. I think that's the first time that the audio has changed during, like, a sentence. Like, not during a sentence, but during a paragraph of reading. So this is Elizabeth. I'm not sure on the dates of the letters that we had, but 1863 is this one. So we'll try and follow along this timeline. I presume it's in order. The German lady probably thinks that if she just speaks slowly and high enough, Grace will get what she is saying. Yeah, to be fair, English people do that as well. Classic European monarchy strats. Yeah, gotta keep it in the family. Your dove. Okay. Elizabeth frequently gave Ludwig advice on royal conduct, hoping to protect him from unfavorable public opinion. My dearest eagle. Oh, he's the eagle to her dove. Wait. Wouldn't an eagle eat a dove? Okay, let's let Grace take this.
Elizabeth frequently gave Ludwig advice on royal conduct.
Oh, she's reading that bit this time.
Him from unfavorable public opinion. March 1st, 1865. My dearest eagle, you have not written me in a few months. I have missed you. I often try to imagine what you are doing. I hear tales that you have been on retreat and have not been seen in Munich for some time. I suspect it is this new friend you wrote up so mysteriously that takes you away from home. I hope you are enjoying yourself, my beloved, but I beg you to caution. The people need to see you at the throne. I also hesitate to suggest that what your officials do in your absence may not always be in your own best interest. You have always been a true king, but you must let the people see you to ensure that they don't forget that.
65.
Your dove.
So he's been away from the throne. Other people are filling in for him, and he's like, this could be at the time where... Okay, do I have these letters still? I gave them to Gabriel, didn't I? Oh, we have this book. What? Have we read this? I don't recognize this. Oh, we have not read this. God damn it, okay. We're gonna learn so much about Ludwig.
Ludwig remained throughout his life both very bright and very naive. He was an introvert who seemed to be constantly out of sync with traditional views of rulership, money, and human relationships. The world ever failed to match his ideals. Perhaps this was a fault of his sheltered upbringing as future king. He never was introduced to the real world, and the real world failed to interest him as an adult.
In his youth, Ludwig was in fine physical condition and loved to hike alone in the Alps and ride horses. He had a hunting lodge, Schahen, specifically for this purpose. Unfortunately, in 1872, a rather traumatic hunting accident befell the king at Schahen, and his leg was cruelly damaged.
Oh, damn.
He never fully recovered from this incident, and his hiking and riding ceased. His physical health deteriorated from that time on, and explains why he looked so unhealthy in later years.
A hunting accident?
They all do it. You know when you went into the library and she said there's nothing when you click the middle shelf, the video started when you click the left shelf? Yeah, I did skip that. We probably, yes. I thought it was the same video as last time where she was like, I don't know what I'm looking for or whatever. But yeah, she probably found this book. You're right. Intoxicate. How goes the detectoring? How are you doing? It's just started. We are currently just exploring a museum, and then we're going to be exploring a castle. So basically research time. How are you doing? All we've done so far is read 2 letters and a page of a book. So we're not further forward just yet. Well, kind of. So we've actually learned quite a bit of information there. He got a leg injury in 72 from hunting. Did he get bitten by a werewolf in the leg? Or did it just get... Because it only says cruelly damaged. That's not very detailed. Like, we'll have to keep an eye on that kind of thing. But this is 72. 65 was the last letter that we read where he was away from the throne with a mysterious friend. So, the sound change, it's so bad, isn't it? But it's so good. We made it with the hunting boys. We managed to piss off the pissed off guy. That's what we're going to have to do next time with Gabriel is listen to the recording, right? We pissed off the pissed off guy. We bonded with the drunken men. And where did we leave that? We got invited on a hunting trip the next day. So I guess that night must have just ended and we switched back to Grace. And now we are following some leads. Finding out about history stuff involving Mad King Ludwig. So, where are we at? So his physical health deteriorated from that time on. That makes sense. So this is going to tell us who Elizabeth is, because we're reading these letters between him and Elizabeth, but we don't even know who she is.
Other than his long-standing friendship with the Empress Elizabeth of Austria and with his mother, the relationships Ludwig attempted with others were nearly always a disappointment for him and a bewilderment for his partners. He would become obsessed with someone, a singer, an artist, a nobleman or a peasant, and would bombard them with gifts, praise, and favors. When they would fail to return the depths of rapturous passion he required, the singular adoration and humble obedience he expected, he would grow disappointed and cut himself off from them. The objects of his interest were occasionally women, usually ones he fell in love with after seeing them in idealized roles on the stage, but they were more often young men who fit his fantasies of the heroic sagas like Lohengrin and Parsifal that he so loved.
Okay. All I was getting vibes of there was that man in the hunting club. Remember how he was like, I'm obsessed with women? Like, Ludwig is just obsessed with people. Maybe the lawyer guy is related to Ludwig. And it's hereditary. Hereditary obsession. So singers, artists, noblemen, like famous people. Oh, well, not even famous people, a peasant. Who just, like, become obsessive. Okay.
A good example of the king's obsessive behavior in relationships is the following letter from the Königlich Bayerische Archives, which this author was privileged to access. It is dated 1864, and it was written by Ludwig's manservant, Paul, to a friend. The king has been in high mood these days.
I miss
the reason,
William.
of course, is a new interest. Thursday last, the king attended a performance of Lohengrin in the Wittelsbacher Theater. He came back in a fever, demanding that a man be found. The man, it was gathered, had been sitting in a box across from Ludwig and had drawn the king's attention by his beauty and his deep emotional response to the performance. The king declared that here at last is a sensitive soul. The man was tracked down and brought in for an audience. Upon my word, never have I seen any mind so in line with His Majesty's own. They discussed Wagner and France and Byron and all manner of things until long past dawn. The young man, beautiful indeed to look upon, met the king's enthusiasm and knowledge bit for bit.
Okay. Julie, hello. How are you doing? Sounds like a stalker in the making. Yes. Completely unlike any humans I've ever met. Is it worse, or it's even worse because he's a king, because he can get away with it, and because he has the resources to just send someone out and track down the person who's caught his attention and bring them to the castle. But I guess this person was flattered and they actually just got on really well. I don't know who William is, and I already love him. William is in Astrologasta, our manservant. You have to love William. Like, William is just so... William's hot. Nobody can deny it. So, like, yes, some politicians or celebrities, or sorry, celebrities. Yeah. It's all bad, really. Oh, Twitch viewers! Right, last page. Oh, no, not last page, but...
His Majesty has been in the thick of it ever since, and while I welcome his good temper, I grow tired of fetching letters back and forth to Louis, so called by His Majesty, that should tell you who the young man looks like, at all hours of the night. This author has not been able to learn much about Louis, but he was known to have been a seemingly high-bred foreigner, and he was involved with Ludwig as late as 1880, when he fell into disfavor.
This'll be the mysterious person that Elizabeth wrote to him about in 65, right? Louis. What does it mean? That should tell you who the young man looks like. I don't know what that means. Right, last page actually this time.
The king, especially later in life, felt a great deal of guilt about his sensual nature. His diaries are full of repentant entries begging God for forgiveness and swearing to remain pure. In many of the diary entries, he swears to abstain from sexual relations. The number of these oath entries indicate that Ludwig was not very successful in resisting temptation, yet it is also clear that Ludwig was a God-fearing man and that, though his flesh might occasionally fall, he never surrendered his heart and his conscience to sin.
Okay. So he felt bad about it, but confirmed horny, exactly. Like, what can you do? Okay. Fanta, hello. How are you doing? I hope you are well. We are learning all about Ludwig and his passions. So he loved Louis and felt bad about it, basically. Okay. Oh, we're still in this page. That wasn't what I was looking for before, but it works. So let's just check everything here. Oh, is this a ticket? 8! It did cost 8.
A ticket to the Ludwig Museum.
Okay. Couldn't have guessed it. Koing, no, König, Ludwig. Is that king? Listen, who isn't?
Gabriel's car keys. He'd have a fit if he knew I had them.
Oh yeah, we've listened to that one before. So I think you are totally right. We found this when I skipped that cutscene, and I didn't realize. And then yeah, because this is Gabriel's letter. We did that first, I guess. And then when we went back to the house, we went into the library. Cool. Right, now we're caught up with everything that we have. We should have done that before, but it doesn't matter. We still got the information that we needed from it. So this is where she's saying, I suspect that this new friend you wrote off so mysteriously that takes you away from home. This is Louis, I'm sure. Hope you are enjoying yourself. But this is also, he hasn't been to Munich for a while. So there's something suspicious here. That is King? Nice. Okay. Next one. This should have some juicy stuff in it, right? Ludwig's... I'm going to read these just in case she doesn't read the top bit, because she didn't on the first one. She did on the second one. Ludwig's friends were concerned for his mental state long before his arrest. This is in 78. Wait, what was the other one? 65. Oh, hold on. He met Louis in 64. This is 78. Many years later, basically. The fall of him was in the 80s, I think it said, so he hasn't quite... That hasn't happened yet, but this is when they're starting to worry, I guess. Let's read it.
Ludwig's friends were concerned for his mental state long before his arrest. June 14th, 1878. My beloved Eagle, in your last letter you spoke so movingly of your torment that I was moved to tears. What is this torment? Why won't you confess to me what is truly troubling you? You must know that I would never despise you, no matter how horrible you believe your sins to be. Please do not write such barbs to my heart by even suggesting such things. If you do not wish to confess to me, at least tell me how I can aid you. I am always your true one, your dove.
So he's like... What, is he really bothered by his horny tendencies? And I'm still confused about these two's relationship. But like, is he wanting to like say, I've been cheating on you? Or are they actually just friends? Because when it says I am always your true one, that sounds like more than friends and cousins. Horniness in the letters, horniness in the chat, horniness everywhere. Okay. Oh wait, this is different. Wait, did I actually read everything on this one? Because this one looked longer. Okay, I guess we did. Sounds like Ludwig might be banging around. Oh, certainly.
In this letter, dated November 1886, Elizabeth of Austria thanks Bishop Frank for his assistance in helping her fulfill Ludwig's last wishes. She writes that she knows it was an unusual request, but she believes Ludwig had reasons of his own for wishing it to be done. She hopes that his spirit finds peace at last.
No further reference to this letter has ever been found. One can only speculate what the last wishes of a cornered and embattled Ludwig might have been.
What were his last wishes? This place is giving me more questions than answers.
Okay, wait, let me see that again. Plug in your other mic, lady. Yep. So An unusual request. I guess since it was an unusual request, it wasn't just like a confession, like a priest to speak to or something. Because that would be probably quite common. Like, is this while he's dying? This is 86, so this is long after the fall of Ludwig. Very weird. So... maybe it should be changed to a horny alert. Maybe I'll have to think of something. Right, wait, so what letter is this? It's like there's no reference to the letter found, but there's a letter right here. I want to read it. But we can't. Okay. Who dis? Not for us. Okay. Oh, we can. Who dis?
She's beautiful.
Is this Elizabeth?
Elizabeth of Austria.
This is his cousin slash bestie slash one true. Just one true. His dove. Oh god.
One of Ludwig's few close friends was Empress Elizabeth of Austria. She was a distant cousin of the boy Prince, and he saw her often growing up. Graceful and beautiful, Elizabeth seemed to represent the feminine ideal to the younger Ludwig. Their friendship continued after her marriage, mainly by correspondence. She remained a source of stability for Ludwig throughout his life. In keeping with Ludwig's love of romance and drama, he called her the Dove, and he to her was the Eagle.
Friendship. In short, they fucking. Everyone was fucking, to be fair.
One of Ludwig's...
Whoops. So, yeah, it just seems like it was mainly letters that they... Whoops. But the letters were very romantic. Like, they felt anyway. She's like, I oftentimes try and imagine what you're doing right now. Is this him?
Ludwig is Prince Charming. He played the part well.
What? Was he in a play? They were roommates. Oh, hey, don't take me away.
Ludwig is Prince
Okay, I don't think there's anything else to press on there. Have you got any...
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. Wait, what? Oh wait, we can go left or we can go right. Let's go left. You like the show, not to the same degree as Red Dwarf or Futurama, Big Bang Theory. Haven't watched any of those. So what is this? Diary? We've read some of his diary. It is time for another maze, presumably, yes. Ludwig and Wagner. Is that the musician?
Even after Wagner's death, Ludwig still showed signs of obsession with the composer. This letter, written in 1882 by Ludwig to the conductor of the Munich Opera, instructs the conductor to make preparations for a new Wagner opera. The conductor went to see the king as instructed. When he arrived, Ludwig was ill and refused to see him. Nothing further was ever heard of this mysterious new opera. Was it a figment of an ill man's desperate wishes?
That was a good input, Grace. I take it you like Futurama, Sassy. Hello, how you doing? Hope you are well. Indeed. So insightful.
Ludwig is offered a crown of laurels by the genius of immortal fame.
The genius of immortal fame?
Ludwig is offered
Is that a god? I take it this is a fictional piece. You're doing great. That is excellent to hear. I am glad. We're learning. I don't know how much of this is real. Probably most of this is made up, right? But we're learning about Ludwig II, I think.
26 July 1874. By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole year.
It's you, Julie! You there? That's me, Julie. Oh, God. By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole year. What is the context of this? Is this just his more horny regrets? I guess so. Oh, this is his diary. Yeah, okay. This is him just being sad. Okay. Julie's just all over Ludwig's diary.
26 July 1875.
Wait, is this the same day?
Solemn oath before the picture of the great king. Refrain for 3 months from all excitement. This oath has its binding power as well as its potency by de par le Roy, LNR, DPLR.
What excitement. I need to see more of that diary.
She's like, oh, I need to know. How long did he last when he said he was gonna refrain for 3 months? Okay. I guess we're gonna find his full diary or something?
Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig typical artist.
Oh no. Wait. I thought I'd read this. I haven't.
Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig loved the opera of his contemporary Richard Wagner. He helped support Wagner's music through much of his life. Ludwig considered Wagner a close friend, often calling him the great friend. Wagner encouraged this infatuation, some believe, for personal gain.
Oh, so Wagner was one of Ludwig's obsessions. So, okay. And he was like using him. He was like, yeah, give me all of your influence as king to make me into a famous musician. Okay. Grace is very snoomy. Is she slightly horny as well? Maybe that's why she's so sassy. Oh, 100%. She was like, look how angry she got when she thought Gabriel and Gerda were together. Like, there is gonna be so much tension if Gabriel and Grace actually meet. Does horny equal sassy? Does it?
He looks so regal. Why would he give up all of this pageantry and become a recluse?
I'm trying to figure out the timeline. When did that accident happen again? Was that like 70? Was that in the book that we've got? No, this is about his obsessions. '72 is when he had his accident. That's another key date that I think we should remember, because that could... I'm still suspicious. Huh. Maybe the werewolf wasn't coming after him. Maybe the hunters were coming after him. Like, maybe he was an alpha. Maybe he was cursed to werewolfism because of his... No. Because of all the sex. But no, I don't think that's the one. Also, I think he was bitten, maybe. Or he just had an accident with his leg, which is what it said.
Signets and sash pins from the Order of the Knights of St. George. These were worn on Ludwig's uniform, as befitted his rank of Grand Master. They are now the property of the Bavarian Crown Treasury.
Okay. Whoops. Okay. Okay.
I wonder if these pins have any symbolic meaning.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what they're for, right? Who was it that did get cursed to werewolfism? Was that in a letter that is sent away now? I hope so. That would be... Imagine if we just found it in this museum. Just found the answer.
Richard Wagner. Ludwig's diary.
Oh, it's here.
Ludwig kept a diary from 1869 when he was 24 years old until his death. The diary provides a fascinating look into the mind of this tormented man.
The original diary is kept in the Royal Archives. A few entries are shown on the opposite wall.
There we go, Royal Archives.
Gotta see that diary.
We're breaking in. That's what she's excited about more than anything else. Did you see her face? So... Okay, hold on. The Royal Archives. What is the Royal Archives? Where is the Royal Archives? Doesn't happen to be in our library, does it? By any chance? Because that would be handy. Maybe we can ask the lady. I was expecting that there's like somebody hidden in this.
Looks like it weighs a ton.
Yeah, it does actually. Gotta be fit to wear that. Crime time, yes. The info we had about the guy who kidnapped the girl and got cursed. I've kind of forgotten. I can't remember who that was. Shit. I'll have to... Shit, what time frame was that? We've got so many time frames going on. You found it? Was it a letter? Or was it not a discussion with the, It was the guy who was in the dungeon? Rallick. Baron von Rallick. Okay. I'm looking for a date. Not with him, I hope. Sorry.
Ludwig's Grand Master Wardrobe from the Knights of St. George.
Okay.
Ludwig's Grand...
I guess he needed all that fabric to put all those pins on. So is that the end of this side? That is the end of this side. Okay. Let's go right. So, is this what we've looked at? The last days. 86. Ooh, this is juicy.
June 7th, 1886. A group of men arrive at Neuschwanstein Castle demanding to take the king in custody. With them is Dr. Guden, the doctor who had been in charge of Otto, the king's mentally ill brother.
Oh.
The men have an order for the king's arrest on the grounds of insanity. They are refused admittance by a brave group of farmers and local soldiers who have come to Ludwig's aid.
Oh.
They are forced to retreat to nearby Hohenschwangau. This is the first Ludwig hears of the conspiracy.
Ludwig composes a pamphlet explaining the subversive acts of the conspirators and eloquently pleading with his people for aid. The pamphlet is smuggled out of Neuschwanstein and printed, but the pamphlets are seized before they can be distributed.
God damn it. So, okay. The people actually wanted to help Ludwig. It wasn't the people who were against him. It was the... someone. The men have an order. Who ordered them is the thing. A group of men. The doctor. So the doctor was in charge of... So Ludwig had a mentally ill brother called Otto. Like mentally ill, quote unquote. And then they just mysteriously show up to arrest him on insanity. Right, there is so much suspiciousness going on. The day we were told about the killing of von Rallick was in 1750. Oh, before this. Okay.
June 7th, 1886.
Ludwig composes...
June 7th.
Ludwig composes a pamphlet explaining the
Oh, okay. That was like... that was two different sections. I was just trying to click on the picture, see if there's anything different. Why is it always Santa Claus?
June 12, 1886. Ludwig knows the conspirators will return. He despairs. He asks his servant for the keys to the tower. The servant, fearing the king intends suicide, says the key is lost. Unbeknownst to Ludwig, the conspirators arrive at the castle. This time, there is no one to stop them. Ludwig is lured from his bedroom to the entry hall of Neuschwanstein on pretense. There, he is taken into custody. Ludwig is taken by carriage from Neuschwanstein to Berg, where his brother Otto had long been imprisoned. This is a great blow to the king's state of mind. While on the way, the group stops at Seeshaupt to change horses. Ludwig asks to see the postmistress, Frau Vogel. She brings him a glass of water and he says something to her. She never reveals these last words to anyone.
Last words? Does something go wrong on the way? I need to read the rest. I am invested in this bit now. These are some attempts at thingy name. Neuschwanstein.
June 13th, 1886. At Berg, Ludwig seems cooperative
Like
and
spoilers!
coherent. Dr. Guden writes to the government that he has Ludwig well under control. The two men go out for a walk, and Dr. Guden is so confident he dismisses the guards.
When Ludwig and the doctor do not return after several hours, a search is undertaken. The bodies of the two men are found in the lake, drowned. Circumstances unknown.
Ooh. The doctor as well? So they made it to Berg. Berg's the place where the mental hospital is. Seems cooperative and coherent. They go out for a walk. Dismiss the guards. And then they both get killed. That's sus. I wouldn't expect the doctor to get killed, but why would the doctor dismiss the guards? Unless maybe he was trying to break him out, but they got killed in the process. Let's see.
June 18th, 1886. Ludwig's funeral procession marches through the streets of Munich, followed by enormous crowds of mourners. The service is held at a packed St. Michael's church. Lightning strikes the church during the service, but no one is
Whoa,
harmed.
imagine
Ludwig's
that.
body is entombed in the Wittelsbach crypt at St. Michael's. His heart is placed in an urn in the pilgrimage chapel at Altading in
Why?
the Wittelsbach tradition. The urn is shown to the right. His heart is in an urn. How bizarre.
Why would you do that? I don't like that. It's a heart in a jar. Chapel at Altotting in the Wittelsbach tradition. Wittelsbach. I'm not sure what that is. So that's the urn that contains his heart, but won't it have just dissolved by now? When is a door a heart? Right. That's so strange that lightning struck the church during the service. That's strange. So 86, June 13th. June 12th. So this is the day after they arrived. He also told something to this lady, and she never told anyone. But they both died. Okay. And they were found in the lake, so like it's not as if they just dropped dead from like being a werewolf or whatever. They were murdered and dumped in a lake. No, they were drowned. Okay, they actually died from the drowning. Why were they going for a swim? Maybe there was a werewolf around. Maybe they mummified it to preserve it or something. Oh, it's like a pickled heart? Damn. I played the quarry, yeah. Don't spoil it, though. Not everyone has.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
Oh, we can't read this one because there's no translation. King Ludwig II. Bite. Something. I can't even understand what letters these are. Okay, maybe we're not supposed to read that one. It looks like a recruitment or something. Recruiting for the army. Oh, jokes denied. Life or death. King Ludwig II. Something de burger. A meaning, and they often abbreviate it. I could go for a burger. The rest of it's very blurred. I can't make out individual characters. Citizen group. Citizens are burgers? That's a dystopia. Just with the little hands pointing, I thought it was like a recruitment thing. Oh, could this be the pamphlet? Have you heard of the Burgermeister? The Master Burger? The Burger of Citizens. No, the Master of Citizens. Burgers Town, Burger Towners, Citizens. Ah. Village and Villager. The Mayor. Oh, the Mayor's the Burgermeister? That's funny. Hamburg, name of the city. So the citizens are hamburgers? That's good. That is a good job title. I kind of like that a lot. This will be the pamphlet. I've had an epiphany. Remember when he said the pamphlets got confiscated and didn't get printed? He's probably like, citizens, I need you to come and save me because they're gonna take me away. Something like that. This is how whatever the president went and said he was a donut. Wait, what? He was a donut meister? I'm a donut meister.
Oh my god. That's the sleigh from my dream.
Oh, I'm like, what is wrong, Grace? How are you having dreams about sleighs that you haven't seen? He meant to say, I am basically a citizen of Berlin, a Berliner. Berliner is a type of donut from Berlin. Ah, okay. Oh, right, so...
Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream meant. I have to ask someone. This thing is getting too weird.
Mrs. Smith, she'll read the cards.
Ludwig embarking on his sleigh.
This is Ludwig's sleigh? So is that him there? That would make sense, I guess. It's gold. So in the dream, she was rescued by Ludwig, but then he turned into a wolf. I'm guessing that's who the man was, who I was like, I don't know who that is. That sleigh? Wait, is it Santa Claus?
Maybe Mrs. Smith.
I don't think there's anything else I can press on there. Oh, hold on. There is. I found it. He looked like he was supposed to be someone, but you had no idea. Yeah, I think maybe it was meant to be Ludwig, now that we're getting some more pieces. Here we go. Midnight Sleigh Rides.
The midnight sleigh rides. Ludwig went on long sleigh rides in the middle of the night, particularly in his later years. It is said that he suffered from insomnia, headaches, and toothaches, and the rides soothed his restlessness. The sight of the king's grand sleigh speeding through the countryside of the Alps often startled the peasants and became a superstitious omen of ill fortune. I can see why. But what was he doing out there at night?
Well, that's cool. You can imagine back in those days how rumors can spread. Like, somebody just randomly sees that when they're out one night, and then they're like, holy shit, it's a ghost. And then, like, eventually the Headless Horseman is born. You know what I love when I have toothache? Going out in the freezing dead of night. Doesn't that sound horrendous? It just sounds horrible living in those times when, like, toothache would be a really just happening all the time in those times. Probably, well, 1800s. It's not quite the 1400s, but, you know, I assume dentistry wasn't what it is now. Oh, we got some big letters here. Oh my god. Okay, what is this? Toothache, if you got that, you'd die. Yeah, you'd die when you got more stuff. It's just horrible. You can see why they pull teeth so often. I guess it's easier to pull them and then they can't get infected after they've healed that time, and then you can just drink soup. Right, let's read this one.
December 14th, 1881, Linderhof. Order another work by Jennings on the occult. Write urgently to Klug, saying that I insist that the stoppages by the bank cease. I want it, and therefore it must be done. Write very urgently. He must succeed at once, and then must report to me urgently. If I give orders to clear my room, doing so must not be postponed as it happened. Pencils must be pointed without special orders. The day after tomorrow, 1,000 marks. How is Louis now? I want to know whether he looks unhappy. How often have I said that the coffee must not come up boiling hot, so that it can only be drunk after standing an hour? If any more correspondence come from Louis, they are to be burnt immediately, but I am to be informed of their arrival.
What on earth? So this is 81, so this is the midst of things going bad. That was a lot. So he's like, this is, I guess, why they thought he was going mad as well, because he's like, do all these things. So clear, if I give orders to clear my room. So it's basically like clearing someone's browser history. He's like ready for people to come to his house, so he's got the room ready to like burn so that they can't find his whatever he's hiding. He's still asking about Louis because of his obsessions. The day after tomorrow, 1,000 marks. I don't know what that's about. Paying someone to do something. Something about Jennings on the occult. Don't know. Weirdness. Okay. There's no context about what this is either. Oh, it's this letter. I thought we were still at the painting for some reason. Stop bringing my drink so hot, I burn my royal tongue. Bring me comfortably warm drinks. Drinkies. Yeah, that would be me. That would actually be me. Most people I know groan when they get, for fuck's sake. For once, I managed to read that in my head before I said it out loud. The solution is just to put your porn on the desktop. There's 3 things here, but there's only 2 letters, so let's see. Oh, also, like, look at this, it's like wonky, and maybe it's supposed to be like hectic. I don't know.
These are actual notes from Ludwig to his servant.
He is the contact.
They go far in showing the king's state of mind. They were smuggled out and used as evidence in compiling the order for Ludwig's arrest.
Okay, yeah, so...
These are actual notes.
That's kind of what I said, is like, he sounds a bit frantic and hectic and mad, I guess. Okay, this is the other note.
December 18th, 1881, Linderhof. Every day get up earlier for certain. See to that very particularly. Write it down. Remember that when the great friend arrives at Neuschwanstein, we retire to the hall. We are not to be disturbed. I will not tolerate interference or insubordination.
The great friend is Wagner, right? I wonder if he betrayed us. Get up early if it. Can I click on these underlined words?
December 18th.
No.
December 8th.
I wonder why they're underlined. Yeah. So he doesn't want to be disturbed when Wagner comes. And everyone has to get up earlier. Fun. Okay, and what about this cabinet? Oh, that's not what I thought that was.
Ludwig's death mask.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, they like casted his face while he was dead? Yeah, it wasn't underlined in the actual letters. Weird. It felt like it could be a gameplay thing, but I couldn't click on it. Hot. Okay, interesting. Well, we found one thing to follow up on at least. Well, we found like multiple things at least. We can talk to her again.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Okay. Where's the Royal Archives at, please?
Ludwigs Tagebuch im Museum?
Ja,
Wo kann ich Ludwigs Tagebuch hier anschauen?
die Tagebücher sind ganz persönlich. Die sind in den königlichen Archiven. Niemand darf die lesen.
Aber
Nein, niemand darf die lesen.
danke.
What happened? She looks like it physically harms her to speak German. I have another question, lady. Niemand darf die
Guten
lesen.
Tag.
Guten Tag.
Okay. That got intense. I don't know what happened. Nobody may read them. Why didn't she just say that calmly? You know? The new Wagner opera.
Im Museum ist einen Brief von Ludwig über eine neue Wagner-Oper.
Ja, ja, ich kenne diesen Brief.
Wo kann ich mehr von dieser Wagner-Oper sehen?
Ja, ich weiß nichts über Wagner. Das hier ist kein Wagner-Museum.
Ja, ich weiß.
In Bayreuth befindet sich ein Wagner-Museum. Versuchen Sie es halt doch, ne?
Bayreuth. Danke.
Oh? No? Smiles, nods. That was better. She asked if the book was here. Yes, in the archives. Then where can I read it? Then it's very private. Nobody may read. Nobody. Gotcha. So this one looked a bit more like we got something from it. I don't know what. Seems like they are flirting. Everyone is always flirting. Accessing culture in a museum? How dare you? Exactly. Oh, can we go this way? No. Oh, wait. No. God damn it. Like, this lady's got an attitude problem getting asked questions about Ludwig and then not wanting to answer them in the Ludwig Museum? She got mad? We asked about Wagner and she got mad like, this is not a Wagner museum. Screw this lady. But then she was like, oh, go to the real Wagner museum? Is that what the change of tone was? You could try this. And Grace is like, oh, yeah, I never thought of that. Okay. Maybe it'll be on our map when we go back to the car. But I feel like I've looked at all this. Let's just...
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
The absolute nerve. I know, right? Asking about Ludwig's best friend in the Ludwig Museum. Rude. Actually, I don't think it was his best friend. It was his obsession. There it is. It's on the map. Do we want to go there first before we go to the castle? I feel like I just want to go everywhere else first. Now that I've been to the castle. Because then at least we'll know what we're looking for when we get to the castle.
Grüß Gott.
Guten Tag. Ist das die Wagner Museum?
Ja.
Is this the
You're
Wagner
an
Museum?
American, aren't you? I'm afraid the house is closed this time of year.
Why?
It will be open next month.
Crap.
You are interested in Wagner?
Very interested. Very recently very interested.
Yeah. Most of the house is closed for cleaning, but a few rooms are open. I shouldn't let you probably, but if it is only you, you are alone, aren't you?
Endlessly.
Oh?
Come in and look over.
That's very generous. What do I owe you?
Georg Immerding. It's only a few displays. Besides, I wouldn't be much of a shining knight if I charged you.
Thanks, Georg. My name is Grace.
Hello.
So much flirting everywhere we
Have
go.
a good time.
He loves her. He's a creep alert. Just this game is just flirt simulator. Oh god, in Beirut, the Wagner Museum, try there. Oh, that's what she said, okay. Yeah, let's not ask about Ludwig here. Just don't do it, it's not worth it. Okay. Wait, did you ever get the sausage? Not yet. I mean, Grace is getting it before Gabriel, I think. Oh, man. Wagner's piano. Okay, she'll read it.
Wagner's piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
The Ring? The horror movie The Ring? Or The One True Ring? One ring to rule them all? I guess it was before that. We can't play it. Oh, this looks mazy.
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father.
What?
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father.
Okay.
Richard Wagner.
Okay. Wait. Look at his beard. That's a beard style. Whoa. I can't get my head around it. Whoa, I've never seen anything like it. That is a true neck beard. It's like a helmet strap, but it's all hair attached to his body. Imagine just shaving all the way down to there and then just leaving the line. I am fascinated. Never seen it. Trying to corrupt Alpha in, bring in a slave to my house in Minecraft? I mean, work at. That looks itchy. Does it make his face look longer? From here it does, I guess. Is he trying to make his chin look bigger? Maybe that was in style. Okay.
An old sofa.
That looks not good for naps.
The death of Wagner. On Ash Wednesday, 1883, Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to San Michele. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
I told you that is not a good nap chair. It's like, it's a permanent nap chair, but it's not a good nap chair. Imagine going for a nap on the sofa that Wagner died on, Jesus. That's entirely what beards do. I feel like beards like hide the shape of the chin though, so it's like the opposite of what beards do. Like when I was watching the Lord of the Rings extended edition, the behind the scenes stuff, the guy who plays what's his name? The King of Rohan, he has a beard, right, in the film? But in the behind the scenes, it shaved his beard off and his face looked so much bigger. I was like, whoa. Like, he much looked better with the beard. So, like, I find beards don't make your chin look bigger. They just, like, you know, make it look different. You know what they say about men with big chins? They usually do it by being on the chin. Okay, why do I always like interrupt my sentences with the word shit? I've done it about 5 times in the last 2 days. Beards are the male equivalent of a push-up bra. I like that, that's funny. Okay, so let's just remember. So this is 83. So Wagner died before Ludwig did. Ludwig was 86 or so, right? When he ended up in that mental hospital. So Wagner had already died. Oh yeah, because isn't that why he wanted to make that new play to honor him or something? Maybe. So he suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola. They carried him into a church where he regained consciousness after his heart attack, but then he died 4 days later. Okay. What time? That was Ash Wednesday, right? Give us a date, please. When's Ash Wednesday? Pancake Day? February. Okay. Oh, I found the death mask.
Wagner's death mask. Wagner's death.
I wonder if we're gonna like make casts of the cast. Oh, I was like trying to read this. I was like, I can't read that. It's translated.
Wagner's desk, exactly as it was on the day he died.
Oh, we're getting in that desk, right? There's got to be letters in here. Oh, hold on.
It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881. Looks like he's discussing acoustics and sound waves, and crystals. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built? Why would Wagner be worrying about acoustics?
He's a musician. Don't musicians always worry about acoustics?
It looks like an architectural drawing of a theater. The Wittelsbacher Theater, München. Every square inch is measured.
Maybe he was going to build a new one in Munich?
It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 18... Wasn't Wagner's...
Okay. That was 81, it said? But he died in 83, but he still had this on his desk. Oh, bollocks. So anything else on the desk?
It looks rather simple considering the grandiose stuff Wagner composed here. It looks rather...
Like, judgmental Grace, just judging the desk.
It looks rather simple. It looks rather...
Okay. Well, maybe that'll be relevant. Did you know that pigeon sounds don't echo? Normally when sound hits a solid surface, it bounces off. But acoustics! Oh my god, Crafty, you had me going. Whose death mask is this? Why is this here?
Ludwig's death mask.
How many death masks did they make? Were they just mass producing this shit? This isn't the Ludwig Museum! Exactly.
A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner.
I guess we found the Ludwig section. That lady would be so mad. She'd be like taking them to go and put them in the other museum. Although maybe not, because Wagner's not allowed. The moustache is the lace of the face. And the beard is a push-up bra. Gotcha. What is this? So this is what we're here for, right? 81. Beginning of madness?
June 10th, 1881, Munich residence. Great friend. I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful. If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig.
Right. So what happened during this music? What kind of thing happened? That could be anything. Okay. Oops. Nope. That wasn't what I meant to do. So that was 81.
June 10th,
No!
we must speak.
No! And this was 82, a year later. Oh, and this is the other way around. This is to Ludwig.
July 1882. Great and beloved king, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner.
I'm getting vibes of the church in Disco Elysium for some reason. Like without being specific in case anyone hasn't played it. Like, for some reason I'm getting vibes of that. Okay, this is strange. So he's sent the diagram, presumably of the Munich blueprints. But you do own it now. Oh, you should play it, Black Hole. It's like, it's just a thing. This is indeed hardcore. It's hard to describe why you should play it. It's just a vibe. An absolute vibe. Who is this?
Ludwig as the classical Greek hero.
What?
Ludwig as the classical Greek hero.
That's Ludwig as a classical Greek hero?
The great patron himself.
Giraffe! CBC happened! How are you doing? So many vibes. Yes, first Dad of Boy tomorrow. Holy shit, that's soon, Blacko. Do I not get to read? Okay, fine. Don't show me then. Right. I don't like these faces in boxes. Don't like it. I think this is gonna be a loop, maybe.
This must be a model of Wagner's own theater, here in Bayreuth. This must be a model. This must be...
Okay, I don't know if I clicked on everything there, but it's impossible to tell. I love how they have photoshopped this actor's head into all the pictures so we can still fail to recognize him when he rescues us on his sledge in a dream. That's really funny. You know what? We should study his face a little bit. He's quite high chiseled cheekbones. That's what we're gonna have to look out for. Except here it looks a bit different. Okay.
Opera costumes.
So they had a bust of Ludwig pretending to be a Greek hero, and then in the Ludwig Museum there's also a portrait of him as Prince Charming. So was he like starring in the plays? That's a new pronunciation, oh god.
Opera costumes. Opera costumes. Opera costumes.
Is there anything special about them?
Opera costumes.
I guess not.
These look like production designs.
You think he was just full of himself? Maybe.
These look like production designs.
Concept art, basically, right?
These look like production designs. These look like production designs.
I have to click on them all just in case. Is that all that's here? I feel like I've missed something there. We're not getting much from the actual Wagner section, eh? Gotta commission art of yourself being cool when you're rich. That's true. I would also do that, to be fair. Oh, hey, we're circled round. I haven't found much in this room, so we'll remember that. We could try and flirt with this guy. No! He's gonna be so upset. I just left without saying bye. Richie, hello, how are you? So that's the actual exit. This is the other exit. I wish they had a separate name than exit when it's just another room. Okay.
Wagner souvenirs. Don't think I need any of those.
Well, I think you should get one and then you should go and gift it to the lady in the Ludwig Museum. I think she'll enjoy it. You knackered? I hear you. I had a nap today, so I'm actually okay now. Yeah, like exit this screen versus go to the map. Yes, so you know that it's like an actual exit. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Richie. I hope to help you relax. Whose diary is this?
What's that book in the case?
Cosima Wagner's journal. It's locked up for preservation.
Huh.
Thank you, Crafty. What did they say? That's a new bot? I missed it. So this is Wagner's diary. There's going to be some sort of... I would like to know his deepest, darkest thoughts of Ludwig. They seem to have learned how verified email address is unfortunate. You got 2. Oh yeah, I was there when you got 2 the other day. Yeah. Stupid bots in the chat.
Wagner souvenirs. Don't think I need any of those.
If I have a nap today, what would I do at work tomorrow? No, not diarrhea. Diary. Oh, let's ask him about himself. Flirting time.
What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
That's
I
not...
always like to have a caretaker here.
It's not
It's a
flirting,
good job
Grace.
for me. I can soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
This, a new arrangement. One of Wagner's pieces.
For the Bayreuth Opera?
No. I am only a student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
Okay. Oh, we're totally gonna, like, trick him into letting us read that diary. Sounded a bit friendly and chatty at first. Hey peeps, ending with followers on my shop. Yeah. Stupid bots.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Ask my brother. He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele, the opera festival in Munich. It starts in a few months.
Hope I'm still around to see it.
Come with me if you like.
Oh?
If you're still around, I can go backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that. If I'm still in Germany, I'll call you, all right?
Yeah, good.
Can I have your number then? How are we calling him? I somehow feel like we don't mean that. Okay. Well, we got a date. Kind of. In a few months. I love how he just invited us immediately.
Tell me about Wagner.
He was a character. He spent most of his life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt.
Oh.
Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
Okay. So he'd already been run out of all the other cities because of debt. And then... So then very conveniently became besties with the king. Okay. Are you taking notes? Is she trying to make Gabriel jealous? Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know if she's just trying to, like, weasel her way in for the investigation. I have no idea. I can't pretend to know the motives of this game. Right. Wagner's letter to Ludwig. Ludwig.
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
Ah, no. Some sort of equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
I feel like, were they not making their own theatre together? The way you're saying it is right. It's not Ludwig, despite the game. Okay, but that's good then. Right. Ludwig's letter to conductor. To conductor? Oh, to Wagner?
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises, for an American.
What do you know about it?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? That was probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was, there's no trace of it. Except perhaps in the dreams of unemployed music students.
Good chat. Good chat. So he doesn't know, but he's intrigued by it. He did just say for an American. He did. He doesn't seem to know a lot. He is useless, Grace. Better move on.
I don't have anything to ask Georg about at the moment. Cosima was Wagner's wife, I think. She
Oh.
probably just talks about him in her journal.
Oh, it's his wife. It's not his diary. Okay. I'm less interested. Although there could be some juicy stuff in there too. I guess we leave now? Dump him, lady. The only Americans he has met is Gabriel. That's true. Wow, you are pretty. pretty angry, Julie, for an American. Everyone always has to point out that they're Americans. It's part of the game. Oh, wait, if I press hint. Oh, wait, we're done at the museum? I wanted to go back and see my friend. Okay, I'm not surprised that I've missed some stuff there, but I think it's time we go to the castle now. I'm pretty chill for an American. Okay. I don't know if I'll have any new context.
These scenes seem... I don't think the guards want to be bothered.
So we can't talk to the guards. Like, there's no receptionist to talk to.
I wonder where that door leads.
We're getting in this door somehow, somewhere. We've already listened to the audio tour in this area, so let's just go room by room, I guess. Let's start here.
This is Ludwig's private chapel. The king was a devout Catholic, as were all of the Wittelsbacher rulers. They supported the Roman Church even when other European countries were dominated by Protestantism.
Catholic, okay.
You are now standing in the king's bedroom. The theme of the bedroom is Tristan and Isolde, the tragic love story told in Wagner's opera. The opera was given its first performance in Munich in 1865, and a 20-year-old Ludwig attended. This is probably the most elaborate and expensive bedroom ever created. It took 14 wood carvers 4.5 years to create this room. It was this kind of extravagance that bankrupted the king. In the years before his death, he found it increasingly difficult to find money from any source.
The king found it the king was bankrupt and found it increasingly difficult. It seems like listening to the audio like causes the change of the guard. So I feel like we're trying to get a certain room empty or something. Oh, thank you, Crafty. So the part that I missed was the Ludwig part. Ludwig. Ludwig. The tragic love story. Oh, the theme of the bedroom is Tristan and Isolde. The tragic love story retold in Wagner's opera. Okay. Opera was first given its performance in Munich in '65. That's back when he met Louis. And 20-year-old Ludwig attended. Okay. So his whole bedroom is themed on that opera. The music is so dramatic and it's so loud it just drowns out the lady. Cool. Oh, it's time-based as well. Yeah, there's certainly some sort of puzzle with the changing of the guard. Right, let's just go through the rooms first. I want to hear the things now.
This is the king's living room. The walls are decorated with scenes from the Lohengrin saga. The king first saw Wagner's opera Lohengrin when he was 16, and it so affected him that he considered it a form of enlightenment. The tragedy of Lohengrin was his essential loneliness. This too was Ludwig's own fate. Ludwig withdrew more and more into his fantasy world of epic heroes and absolute monarchy. An ideal he was determined to create in his castles if he could not have it in his real life.
Okay.
He only wanted to be alone with his dreams, so much so that even his servants were kept at a distance and were not allowed to look at him.
What were you afraid they'd see?
So he's basically themed so many of his rooms around different operas. I did hear most of that one. Let me just scan and check. So like he was lonely. Basically that was his overall fate, is that he was lonely. And he lived in his own little bubble. Like, I'm relating to Ludwig in the way that like he buried himself in these operas the way that I bury myself in video games. He would have loved video games if he was around nowadays. Because it's more fun than real life, basically.
These linens look seriously
But I think we want to be alone in his room with his desk, wherever that was.
More swans.
More swans? Where was the first swan? Oh look, there's a swan. Okay, alright.
The swan motif is featured throughout the castle, but it is particularly prominent in this room. Both the swan and the lily were symbols Ludwig associated with himself. They represented his ideals of majesty and purity. The painting behind the swan shows Lohengrin's arrival.
Who? So yeah, that makes sense, because he has this purity thing that he doesn't live by, but he wishes that he did, kind of. So, like, lilies and swans. Okay, that's someone arriving. This swan motif is featured throughout the new Swanstone Castle. Wild! That's good. Right, I want to know about this room, though.
This is a reproduction of the grotto from the Tannhäuser saga.
Can't hear.
In such places, Ludwig could pretend he was one of his beloved mythic heroes. As the grotto personifies, the castles were solitary playgrounds built for Ludwig alone. He believed the masses were too coarse to appreciate fine art, and he seldom entertained guests. In fact, Ludwig had a standing order that upon his death, the castles were to be destroyed. Fortunately, the estate was in such debt that the castles were opened for paying tours only weeks after Ludwig's death. They haven't closed since. It is one of the great ironies of Ludwig's story that the castles that he was thought insane for building are now considered Bavaria's finest treasures. They have paid for their construction many times over.
Okay. Oh? What are you doing here, lady? I wasn't even looking. Because I was so listening so hard. This is a reproduction of the grotto from the Tannhäuser saga. In such places, Ludwig could pretend he was one of his beloved mythic heroes. Okay. I caught the rest, but that's good. I missed the beginning sentence because the music was like, let's be intense. Well, let's be dramatic. So he had this bit, like, so yeah, he just loves his fantasy. Also, though, how messed up is it? Like, he wanted the castles and, like, he wanted everything to be destroyed when he died. But instead, everyone was like, nope, let's open it to the public, the absolute opposite of being destroyed. So that we can earn the money back that you've spent on all of this luxury. They could have sold the stuff, maybe. Dude, you spent all our money on these. We are monetizing. Yeah. Lesbian tents? What? What did I say? Oh, let's be intense. Close enough. Right, we should have came in here while she was in there because I'm pretty sure we want to get into this or his desk or some variation of this. Oh, we can listen to this.
This is the king's study. Ludwig spent much time at his desk writing letters, drawing up plans for his projects, and studying his favorite authors. He loved poetry, history, and the classics. In later years, he also studied the occult. What affairs of state he did reluctantly attend to were generally attended to alone at his desk in writing. His reluctance to meet with his heads of state and perform the duties of the king were one of the reasons for the charges brought against him in 1886. But Ludwig dreamt of true kingship and a true monarchy, and the small powers left to him after Bavaria succeeded power to Prussia only incited his disdain and frustration.
Alright, well, she's moved, so he didn't want to be king.
I doubt there's anything left in there now.
Well, check!
I doubt.
There's no guards in! Go wild!
I wonder why he was studying the occult before he died. I wonder why.
Werewolves, man. Werewolves, that's why.
I picked up a tour tape in English on my way in.
I didn't even know that one in our inventory. That's funny. Okay, whoops. Okay, I don't know exactly then what the puzzle is with the guards. Unfortunately. Hold on. So that one leads to there. Where does this lead? Oh, this leads to here. Then where does... Oh, this doesn't lead anywhere. Anywhere. I don't know if we're going to have, like, new dialogue. Oops. Because we've been different places. Is this different?
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser Saga and the Wartburg Castle.
Okay. Let's go through here then. Okay, maybe we need him to leave. And then we can go through a door. We can't even click on the door.
Why would Ludwig have wolf paintings in his castle?
I mean, it's not that suspicious, lady.
I don't think the guards want...
Wait, let's listen. This is the last room, so I don't know.
This is the final room of our tour, the Singers' Hall. It was modeled after the Singers' Hall of the Wartburg Castle, where minstrel competitions were held in the 13th century. The hall was built for small private concerts, but Ludwig himself never gave one here. It is said that during the last few years of Wagner's life, he came to Neuschwanstein frequently and performed for the king alone in this room. The hall is probably best known for its enigmatic wolf paintings. The original paintings were from the Parsifal Saga, but in 1882, Ludwig had them replaced, supplying the description and titles of the new paintings himself. While all the other rooms in the castle show scenes from Wagner's operas, the scenes in this room are not from any opera that anyone can identify. It is yet another of the many mysteries associated with the life of the fairy tale king.
Okay, so the one room you would expect to be full of opera stuff isn't. This is a singing hall, but he recommissioned the paintings or whatever. So we're gonna notice this is probably about his life, right? Is that Elizabeth? Wolf. Yeah, maybe this isn't about his life. Oh no! It's about something. Ludwig equals lupus. Is that like something to do with the moon? Let's see. So this looks like the beginning of those. So it's like, are these characters recurring? Like, go and do your job. Gets a wife, maybe. Gets threatened by these guys. Is he the wolf there? That's the woman from there. Did he get killed by these guys? She's crying. Maybe he did get killed. Or werewolfed. He dead. I'm not sure what this means. Or maybe it'll tell us. I think it just happens to have some similar letters, but sometimes language is confusion.
The death of Engelhart.
Oh wait, hold on. She said they all have new titles, didn't she?
Engelhart and the blacksmith.
And the blacksmith.
Engelhart courts Hildegunde.
Okay.
The hunters track down Engelhart and Hildegunde.
Okay.
Hildegunde's imprisonment.
Oh, why is she? She doesn't look very imprisoned. Engelhart means angel heart? Oh. I wonder if that's supposed to be him.
The wedding feast of Hildegunde and the Baron.
Oh, that's a wedding. She's upset that she's marrying a baron. Marrying a baron? That's like a cool sentence that I really like. It's supposed to be a happy day.
The death of Engelhart.
Did Engelhart get killed because of the affair? Who is this meant to represent? Or maybe it's just something he wrote himself. Is there a different audio?
This is the final room of our tour. The hall was built for... The hall is...
Okay, there's no different audio for this side. What a prison, right? If you mumble and make an effort, Ludwig and Lupus almost sound the same.
Nice view of the Alps.
It's such a nice view.
Ludwig's childhood castle, Hohenschwangau, is visible from the lookout in the Singers' Hall.
Oh, there? Is that his childhood castle?
Nice view of the Alps.
Huh. Okay. Did she say anything about this? Oh, we don't even have an option. It all means something, I'm sure of it. Right, so this guy doesn't actually leave. It's this room that ends up without a guard.
The study paintings depict...
Alright, we've heard that one before. And we don't have... Oh, can we like screwdriver this?
I doubt there's anything left in there now. I doubt.
I can't even hold my screwdriver. There we go.
I doubt.
It would be disrespectful to hold a screwdriver in a castle. Okay. I don't think we have anything else that would like... Oh, maybe the notebook, but... No.
I wonder why...
In case you wanted to make any notes?
I wonder why he was...
So she's like, I wonder why we're studying the occult. There's definitely a reason. I'll tell you that. Oh, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That way. Secret tunnel. So she's now in here.
I don't think the guards want to be bothered while on duty.
But she never came in here before.
I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dreamt about in this room.
Everything, apparently. Yeah, we should go around clicking.
These linens look seriously expensive.
The Miracle of the Grail.
Okay. Oh, this is from an opera. Oh?
I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking.
It looks like someone's been sitting in it. Why have we zoomed into this chair?
I'm surprised people...
We can't have only zoomed in for that. What's this?
These linens look seriously expensive.
Can we stab it? Like, there could be something hidden in it. Nope. Okay. I don't know why we can zoom in on that chair. Seems important though. What if I zoom in on it? Can I then listen? No, I can't. I now see why people get murdered with candlesticks. Like, that looks heavy as fuck. That would absolutely knock someone out and probably cave the head in. Right, so the guard's in here. Maybe if the guard leaves, we can check under his pillow. We might find his diary. Oh yeah, we've already looked at all
Did
this.
they have running water in 1886? Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury would help him sleep. Maybe
Oh yeah, because he had that toothache.
Did they have running water?
You would have to be able to lift it first. That's true. It did look heavy. Thick candlestick.
Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde.
Yeah, so we were told about that.
Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde.
We listened in
The
here.
Black Madonna of Altadine. I wonder what her story is all about.
That's not what she said last time. Last time she said, this looks weird or something like that.
The Black Madonna.
There's no one here to ask questions to.
It's a beautiful crucifix. Ivory and gold. It's a beautiful crucifix.
I've never looked at a crucifix and thought it was beautiful. Ever.
The stained glass window depicts Saint Louis receiving the last sacraments.
Louis? Saint Louis though, not our Louis.
A king saint? I wonder if Ludwig pictured himself that way. Or maybe he just wanted to be that way.
The paintings above the altar depict Saint Louis surrounded by the seraphim. An interesting side note. For a period of about a year, the Louis images in all three castles were ordered to be covered up with black cloth on the unfathomable whim of the king.
Ooh. Wait, when?
The paintings above the altar depict Saint Louis surrounded by the seraphim. An interesting side note. For a period of about a year, the Louis images in all three castles were ordered to be covered up with black cloth on the unfathomable whim of the king.
So maybe he did get these put in because of Louis, his friend Louis, and so he got paintings of Saint Louis. But then he wanted them to be covered with black cloth, so did Louis die or betray him or something? It said Louis was a nickname. Oh, so you could tell who he thought the guy looked like. Yeah, and I didn't understand what that meant. He looked like Saint Louis, maybe. Okay, so either he died or he broke up. He didn't want to see him anymore. It was only for a year, so maybe it was just an argument or something. But the black velvet sounds like mourning, so I don't know. But that's interesting. I nearly missed that. Is there anything for this? No. Okay. I'm running out of ideas. There's obviously something to do with these cards. I wonder if I can get...
now standing in the... It was this...
I just wondered if I played that, skipped that, maybe they'd move. Because she's been there for fucking ages. I wondered if we get her out of this room, but I don't have anything planned to do when she's out of this room is the problem. Because they come in here. This... Oh, we want this guy to move into that room, right? So we can try that door, maybe?
I wonder where that door leads.
We want to sneak through that door. We're good at sneaking through doors. So the thing is, I don't know how to... Oops. How to make this change.
Our tour begins in the entry hall. Ludwig's, in addition to his... The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried saga.
Oh yeah, we've already heard that. Let me in the door! Like, if it's just a waiting game, I just don't feel like it is because it hasn't been reliable, I don't think. Well, will we get a cuckoo clock this time? Do we need a distraction? Let's think. Maybe the reason we need an empty room is so we can cause chaos in it. So that all the guards go to that room. And then all the other rooms are empty. The game has done things on time basis in a few specific cases. Oh! It's happening! So long, sucker!
I wonder where that door leads.
Go in! No! God damn it. What are we gonna do? Denied. It's blocked. Okay, so this guy's now in here.
I don't think the guards want to.
This woman's now in here, which means... God damn it. No! That was so quick! Okay, you only have a really short amount of time to do things. Wait, he's... Okay, wait, he's still in there. Where did that other woman go? There's no one in here. Wait, she's back? Okay, so when I try to leave this room, she leaves there for some reason. That's weird. Why does that happen? Well, he's still there, so she's gonna be back in here when I go in. And then when I click here, she's gonna leave. What does that mean? It feels like that means I need to go back here.
I'm surprised people don't sit in these.
And do something while she's gone.
These linens look serious.
All she can do is talk about linens. I don't care about linens. If they're that expensive, steal them and sell them. Right, but that guy's still there, so we can respawn this woman again. What happens if we try and sit on the seat while she's here?
I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking.
How do we get her to sit on this chair? That's what she wants to do. We can get the guard to leave. Now's your time, Grace. Sit in the goddamn chair.
I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking.
Notebook. Audio tour. Car keys. Pretend you're in the car. Sit down, Grace. Chair night. All of my ideas. Read your Ludwig book. Right, maybe we don't have whatever we need. It seems. I think I've pressed on everything there. Italy looked very different yesterday. This isn't Italy, is it? Welcome, Koala. We're back in Germany. What if you don't need to sit down? But she said, if the guards weren't here, you could sit down, and then the guard left. What else is there to do but sit down? I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else. They say the stupidest shit, but sometimes the stupid shit matters, so you gotta, like, sieve through the shit to find out which parts of the shit is parts of the shit that you're supposed to listen to, you know? It's hard. Yes, sometimes it's for specific reasons, but they don't tell you the reasons, which makes it even more difficult to sieve the shit. I'm going home. Maybe Gerda's back. I want to bitch to Gerda. I haven't been here for a while. I need to tell her about my day. We need to go and talk to the Smiths. I've just remembered. She asked if maybe the Smiths could help. Gerda's back.
Hi. Did you have a good time?
Uh-huh. Anything new?
Yes, you had a phone call.
Really?
A man named Professor Barkley. He said you had his number.
I do. Thanks.
best friends! Okay.
Gerda?
Yes?
We're just gonna smile at her.
Have you heard from Gabriel at all?
No, Grace, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Who is this guy that's calling us then? An expert in German history, wasn't it? I think we phoned some historian and he was like, I don't know about German history, but I know someone who does. I'll get them to call you. I think that's who's calling us. I mean, we should go and do that now, maybe, and then we can go and talk to the Smiths after. How did she come around to liking us? So, we bumped into her at the church, mourning over Wolfgang. So, and then Grace had an epiphany that she never was in with Gabriel. She was in love with Wolfgang. And Grace apologized. And then they became best friends. We stole some roses and put them on his... What do you call a coffin that's not a coffin? Like his tomb thing. Statue thing. I don't know. What was I doing? Oh, I'm going to the telephone. No, it wasn't a gravestone. It's like, there's this room in the church with all these, like, statues. Like, statue coffins. Like, I don't really understand how it works, to be honest. Like, are the bodies in the church? Are they under the ground? Is it just a memorial? Or is the bodies actually there? I don't know how they work. Some sort of stone carving thing. We found a love heart on it before. We decided that she must have left it, but Grace wasn't with us. She took a long time to put it together. They might be under the statues, but I'm not super sure. Yeah, it's never been clear to me that. Because, like, that happens obviously in real life as well. Like, you go to these historical places, and it's like, is there a body in there? I'm not sure.
I'll write to Gabriel. Soon as I have enough info to blow his little investigation out of the water.
That's not why we're here. Oops. We've got to phone somebody.
Hello?
Hi, Professor Barkley. It's Grace.
Oh, good. I have a name for you. It's Herr Josef Dahlmeier, and he specializes in Bavarian history, and I think he's somewhere near you are.
Ooh.
Josef Dahlmeier. Great, got a number?
Yeah, I do. It's 4982-555-2234.
Thanks a lot. Sorry about the bother.
That's no bother. When are you coming back to school, Gracie?
When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Well, be good.
Okay. Let's go and flirt. Are we gonna call him?
Professor Barkley's Ludwig contact.
Okay.
Hallo?
Hallo, sind Sie Herr Josef Dahlmeier?
Yeah, you must be Grace Nakamura, the American history student.
You must be
Yes.
American.
I hear you're interested in Ludwig II.
Very.
Good. There's something I want to show you.
Ooh.
Drive to Berg on Starnberger See. Meet me at the Memorial Chapel.
All right, thank you.
Oh, wait. Was there anything you wanted me to look into before we meet?
Well, I was hoping you knew something about someone called the Black Wolf. He was a contemporary of Ludwig's. He lived in Prussia, I think, and he was well connected.
Never heard of him, but I'll check. See you there.
Thanks. Bye.
We have a date. Let's get going, I guess. I wonder if that's going to be a different chapter or if he's on the map right now. Surely he needs time. What we can do now is go and see the Smiths, I guess. Let's just double check.
Nothing else I can use in the biography section.
There's nothing else on where...
I'm not sure what other...
Okay. No more books. Let's go and check in before we leave.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Okay, let's leave her to it. Let's go. Not in the car. We're going to town. We could go in the church and check if the flower's still there. Maybe she binned it because she still secretly hates us. No! Where are my friends going?
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Where are the Smiths? Show me the Smiths.
Are the Smiths in their room?
Yeah, I believe so.
Could you ask them to come down, please?
Oh, yeah, natürlich.
Oh, I thought he was going to say no. I would say no. I'd be like, I'm not going to do that. Like, give him some privacy. Herr Hoover, what did you do with the Smiths?
Tell Merle what's going on.
Okay. I had a dream about the king.
I had a dream last night. I didn't remember it at first, but I saw something today at one of the museums.
What was the dream?
I was being chased in the woods by wolves. And I saw a sleigh. Ludwig was inside. He pulled me up, and I thought I was safe. But then he turned into a wolf.
So what do you think, Mother?
A dream of rescue.
Mother.
Is a spiritual guide dream. The High Priestess in Gabriel's cards must be linked to Ludwig somehow.
What do the wolves represent?
I'm a psychic, dear, not Freud. But the warning I got was about the black wolf, wasn't it? And the wolves in the dream. It must be the same danger.
It's so frustrating. The more I find out, the more questions I have.
Why don't you try a little communicating of your own? Ludwig's the link. Appeal to him. The answers may not come right away, but at least you'll give the guide something specific to say the next time she contacts you.
Isn't there any way that you could, you know, do a psychic reading on Ludwig or something?
To tell you the truth, I've been trying all day to make contact, but I only feel great despair. Ludwig's soul is not at peace.
I mean, he was drowned in a lake.
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
And be careful now.
Thanks.
The music changed, the tone. Oh, it's the best. So, yeah, he was arrested, sent to a mental hospital, murdered, and thrown in a lake within like 24 hours. So, you know, I'm not surprised he's not at rest. May or may not have been a werewolf.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Oh, it's the same picture. Wait. Same but different, maybe.
So that's King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
It's the same cheekbones. At the very least.
I have no idea what that says.
Oh, that's
Looks old, though.
That's the pamphlet. The one that we couldn't read. They have a framed pamphlet. That's cool. So they couldn't get it printed at the time. I guess that makes sense. Like, they got it confiscated. But they've certainly printed a lot of copies of it now after the fact. It's everywhere. You think they use that as the base image to Photoshop onto some of the actual paintings? That would make sense, yeah. I think that maybe that was Photoshopped onto a different background or something.
King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
Whoa. That's new hair.
King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
Okay. Looks different there to there. Well, I suppose he's still got the heavy hair, but the beard's new. I didn't see that one before. Any more? So she said to reach out to Ludwig, but like he's dead. What do you want me to do? Maybe the town hall can help.
Guess they're closed.
Okay, never mind. I don't suppose there's anything for us in the dungeon.
That's the church in the square.
I don't like this dungeon. It feels haunted. Not my favorite dungeon.
Von Rollick slept here.
This is just the same, isn't it? Now I'm frightened to skip cutscenes because one time I skipped one that was like, that I thought was the same, but it wasn't. This is the post office. I wonder if I can write to Gabriel yet. Maybe we've found enough stuff to write to him. Oh, we've got to go meet that man. Ludwig was supposedly killed when escaping from Berg, and where are we going to? Are we going to Berg? Is that where we're going to meet that man? Let's just check the church while we're here. Meeting another man? Yeah. Oh, the flower's still
Those
there.
look better.
Those look better than the stupid heart that Gerda put there. Yeah, these are the things that I was talking about. I don't know if there's bodies like under there or in. I don't know. Like these ones could be coffins. But these ones are hollow. So I don't know. These ones are bunk coffins. But at least the flower's still there.
I don't want to disturb her.
Maybe someone should disturb her. She's always there. We need to make sure she's okay. Let's just quickly check in.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Oh, I hope that I didn't just skip something there. Fuck. I wish there was a way to just skip the things you've already seen, but not skip new things. Berg am Starnberger See. That's where we're going? Okay. Let's go. See is say. Berg am Starnberger See. Oh, lake. See. Oh, so oh, the water that he was drowned in. Nice. This one's a lake. Yeah, it depends on the context. So here it is. Oh yeah, look, you can see it on the map. We're going all over the place. Wait. We can click on this, but we can exit that way.
It's a memorial chapel.
Oh yeah, that's what I recognized that he said memorial something before.
It's a memorial chapel.
But I couldn't remember the location. Is it a memorial to Ludwig? And people didn't seem to like him that much. Where are we going? Is this where he died?
This is where he died. You must be Grace. Herr Dahlmeier.
Hello.
Josef. I didn't mean to startle you. I wanted you to see it. I feel him here the most, you know, more than at the castle. So, what did you want to know?
The Starnberger See is super picturesque lake with really clear water. You can see the fish in while drinking at places around it, or so my dad says. That sounds so cool. I would like to go there. Lake is male in German. The sea, when referred to as sea, is female, but neutral when referred to as Mia. Oh my goodness, still want to learn German? That is confusion to me. We have so many questions. And that makes sense, I guess. He's the expert. This is a cool background. That was my favorite. He answered my question perfectly. Right. Tell me about yourself, sir.
Professor Barclay says your hobby is Ludwig.
Yes. He was the last real king that Bavaria had. As a Bavarian and a history buff, well, that's enough to hook me right there.
But there's more, right?
He was a romantic, you know. A dreamer. And he was misunderstood, maligned.
Sounds like you can relate.
Me? Hell, I have it easy. At least I live in the 1990s. And not every eye in the country is on me. But yes, I can relate.
You a dreamer? Whoa, those birds. So, I can't remember how you say these out loud. Is die D? I've already forgotten. The C. Dies. Oh, but it's say, isn't it? The say. Diese. Das mir. I can't. I think teachers make the mistake of associating the gender with the object and not just with things. Which things sound best with the word context, like how we use a dog and an elephant and an angry dog. It's like sometimes how the words flow is more how it works, maybe. Der is like hair, der. Die, sie, das, mas. So der, die, das. Okay. I need a way to remember it, because otherwise I am... Right, so it's not die. As long as I remember it's not die, I'm going to remember it's D, I think. Perfecto! Wait, did I just go Italian? Okay. Ludwig's diary, please.
You know about Ludwig's diary, right?
Of course.
How can I get my hands on it?
I'm sorry. I have been trying myself for 5 years. They keep it locked up tight in the Royal Archives, and
we're going on a heist.
They must think it contains things that will hurt his image.
They won't let anyone see it, not ever?
I mean, his image.
Only one person outside of the government ever got to
already
see it, a biographer, Sir Richmond Chapel.
Oh.
He had friends among the German royals, and they let him look at it.
Did you ever try to contact Chapel? Pick his brain?
No. And I don't believe I never thought of that. If you do and you find out anything, you must share.
It's a promise.
Grace means literally, right? I am absolutely certain she is there with like some tools, like what they used in Egyptian mummification times when they like picked out the brain through the nose. That's what she's gonna do to this man. So that guy's still alive, and this guy never thought to contact the one person in the world who's read the diary. Okay. You're a stupid history buff, sir. The worst history buff. If you know you are reading German, I, E, and EI are 100% consistent in sound. I remember I, E, ends E, sounds like E. EI ends in I, sounds like I. Oh, okay, I like that. I like that a lot. I've just got to remember it. So the letter that they end with is how it sounds. Okay. Because sometimes I'm looking at them and I'm like, there's got to be a trick to this. Because you know how we have, like, I mean, it's not the same at all, but we have usually I before E, except after C type of thing. Like, this is better than that. Spot them together and ignore the first letter. Yeah, I really like that. Hopefully I can remember that, because that's a really good tip. German rules are more consistent. That's good. That ist gut. Wait, was that right? That ist gut. I've just made up the gut. That might not mean good. It just sounded right. Okay. So we're now going to track down the man who's read. So we're not going to go on a heist. I'm a bit disappointed. Okay. Tell me all you know about Ludwig II.
Tell me about Ludwig.
I don't know where to start. There's so much. Politically, the most significant thing about Ludwig II was that he signed over independent Bavarian statehood to Prussia in 1870. Bavaria became a part of United Germany, and Ludwig became a figurehead prince under the Prussian Kaiser.
Why do you think he did that?
Bavaria had been involved in the 100 Years' War. People were tired of fighting. Prussia's push to unite the German states made some amount of sense. Still, Ludwig must have had other options. At the very least, he should have negotiated better terms.
So what was the real reason?
He was manipulated by Bismarck. At least that's what I think, anyway.
He was manipulated to sign in a country to join, like, a united Germany. Is that what I'm getting? So, but Bavaria, or whatever it was called, was a separate country at first. But then it joined Germany to get out of the war? To be protected in the war? Something like that. The whole of Germany was a bunch of countries. And this was one of them. But the word they keep saying that I've forgotten. This is at the time that they were uniting. Cool. Bavaria, that's the one. Joined the newly formed Germany. Cool. Okay, just to make sure I'm on the same page, because I don't know anything about this stuff. Bavaria joined, Austria didn't. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, tell me more, sir. Tell me more.
What about Ludwig personally?
You'll find two perspectives on Ludwig. The view the tourists get is the romantic ideal, Ludwig the tormented loner. Then there is the historian's point of view. Ludwig was plagued with guilt over his sexual orientation and was driven mad with self-loathing.
But I take it you're not buying either point of view.
Well, it's all too convenient, isn't it? That he was a devout Catholic, there is no question, and I'm sure there were pressures on him to be normal. But he was no prude. He loved Byron. Yes. Philosophy, the French court. If anything, Ludwig was too much an egomaniac. He didn't give a damn what anyone thought. And besides, he didn't try to hide any of his relationships. If he suffered from anything in his romantic life, it was disillusionment. No one loved him back as purely as he himself loved.
Well, if it wasn't sexual guilt that tormented him, what was it?
I don't know. His diary was filled with self-guilt, but I'm sure it's not about that. If I knew, I'd write my own book, set the record straight, so to speak.
Right. So, I didn't even put that together, that, like, he was basically at least bisexual, right? And Catholic, and that was probably just not allowed. But what he's saying is he's not actually feeling the guilt about that the way that people think it's about some other thing, because he's actually like accepting of that or whatever. It's just a misunderstanding that that's what he was feeling guilty about, apparently, according to what he thinks. Okay. I wonder if the reason that he had the St. Louis paintings covered up was... No, that's contradictory to what we were just told. I just wondered if it was because of shame. But I guess the game's been telling us that he feels guilty about all of the sex stuff, but that was just a misdirection. Which is what we're learning now. Tell me about the midnight sleigh rides.
Have you read anything about Ludwig's midnight sleigh rides?
Oh, would that have been something? To be out at night and suddenly see him sweep by with his entourage? They say the night agitated Ludwig, and that being outdoors and the rushing feeling of the sleigh calmed him down. Sometimes even the sleigh wasn't enough. He would stop in some remote woods, order his servants to stay put, and go wandering off by himself for hours. It drove the servants crazy.
Because he was a wolf, turning into a wolf? Yeah, 100%, right? Can't remember what it said about when... I don't think it did say when the sleigh ride started.
Tell me about Bismarck.
Oh, Bismarck. He was the Prussian Kaiser's chancellor. Not a nice man. Bismarck had a reputation for learning people's weaknesses and manipulating them. It's a matter of record that he had spies on Ludwig's staff. He may even have had a henchman even closer to the king. And he was involved in the conspiracy to declare Ludwig insane.
Was Louis Bismarck? He did say he loved him, didn't he? I think. It was Louis! No! Maybe it wasn't. He had many lovers. But yeah. Gotta have those middle of the night snow walks in solitude, you know? Excuse me, sir, was Bismarck hot? I wonder if that's him. Okay.
Did you find out anything about the Black Wolf?
I did. I'd read about him before, but I hadn't realized that was who you were talking about. His name was Godin. Paul Godin. I found a reference to his being called the Black Wolf after you telephoned.
I've never heard of him. Who was he?
Godin lived on the fringes of the Prussian court. He was handsome, charming, dangerous, or so they say. He was variously rumored to have been a foreign prince, a Prussian spy, even an assassin. Since you were interested in him, I found out some things that are probably true. It said he came from abroad in the mid-1800s, but claimed high German blood.
Do you know where he came from?
No. And he was ruthlessly ambitious. He probably found out who held the power, Bismarck, and offered his services. Bismarck was a good judge of talent, of that sort anyway.
The Black Wolf worked for Louis? Maybe. So basically, poor Ludwig, everyone that he fell in love with was just using him. Or maybe not, or at least all of his obsessions. All of the people that he stalked. Oh man. He's a tragic character, eh? Right, tell me more about this guy.
What else do you know about Godin?
He must have done something remarkable. Bismarck was not a generous man. He liked to string people along with promises, but rarely came through. He did for Godin, though. He gave him a royal title and lands in 1863. And that was the last reference I found to him.
Well, how could he just disappear?
It's not that unusual. Back then, when you were given a title, you usually changed your name and moved to a place where no one knew your past, so you could act with impunity. Or be a pompous ass and get away with it.
Huh. So he changed his identity, basically, but then with power. Okay. So the Black Wolf, especially... Wait, are they immortal? They age slower, right? So he probably has had many identities over the years.
Is there any way to find out what Godin was called after he got his title?
Is it that critical?
It might be.
Well, you could send away for a copy of the entitlement deed, assuming it has been destroyed during one of the wars. Godin's new name would be on it. But you would need a research permit from the government to access those records, and they can be very hard to get. A lot of red tape.
Great.
We could just do a heist. I'm so ready to do a heist. Hunting accident. Yes, I want to know about this.
What do you know about Ludwig's hunting accident?
A couple of years ago, I was introduced to this great old man, a real old world farmer. Well, his grandfather was Richard Horning, Ludwig's equestrian. Oh. He told some great Ludwig stories. Sometimes I get lucky. Anyway, he said that after the hunting accident, Ludwig got terribly ill, that he had a fever and was acting crazy. They were afraid that the wolf had been carrying a disease or that the bite had gone septic.
Oh.
The wolf bit him?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not so unusual. There were a lot of wolves in the Alps back then.
Richard
The
Horning.
servants were really worried, but Ludwig recovered, physically anyway. Horning's grandfather said it was the fever that broke Ludwig's mind, that he was worse than ever after that.
So that's the moment he got bitten by a werewolf. He literally got bitten by a wolf. The game just told us. Okay. Horny grandfather. Oh, that was a really good delivery. It was funny.
What do you mean Ludwig got worse after the accident?
Ludwig always had been a very private person. But after the accident, he got darker, more crazy. Towards the end, he was even forcing his servants to enter his chambers bent over so they couldn't see his face. Horning's grandfather said his temper was fearsome. He would fly into a rage at the least mistake.
Must have been terrified of him.
Yes, well. Horning's grandfather felt sorry for Ludwig, and Ludwig hated his own violence. He was always giving gifts to his servants to apologize.
But we know these behavioral changes happen, and also it even said their faces could change a little bit too, right? So that's probably why they weren't allowed to look at him. And this is all about the time, wasn't it late 70s where he had the accident, and he deteriorated ever since. So like, it all adds up. Mark, wait, did you BRB? Are you back? Welcome back, Mac. Sounds like puberty. Yeah. Oh no, Blacko, what's happened? Oh wait, are you just turning into a werewolf? Fair.
You mentioned that there were other reasons why Ludwig's servants feared him.
That's another of Horning's mysteries. There's a story about Neuschwanstein. Apparently, there was a period of time of 2 or 3 months when Wagner would come and visit him
Wagner?
there. Yeah. The two would lock themselves in the singers' hall. Horning's grandfather said the sounds that came from there were awful. Well, the servants had superstitious minds anyway. Some of them quit over it, just walked away.
What kind of sound?
Horning's grandfather called them heartbreaking and ungodly. Maybe it was Wagner trying to sing.
Well, I guess that's all for now. Thanks for your help.
It's my pleasure. And if you ever want to talk again, just give me a call. I'll meet you down.
I will. Thanks.
Servus.
Well, bye.
They fucked. Horny sounds. That's so funny. Heartbreaking and what did he call it? Ungodly, unholy. Actually, yes, that is. Oh yeah, I guess they would sound unholy. Horny sounds. Excellent. That was a lot of information. Maybe now we can write to Gabriel.
This is where they found Ludwig's body.
That looks very typed. Okay. Cool. Oh, I didn't. We're gonna find another body?
I wonder what it felt like under there.
Well, why don't you try it out, Grace? If you wonder that much. What do you mean, I wonder what it felt like under there? It felt like being drowned. Probably cold and painful. And then dying. Okay. Right, I think I've probably looked at everything there. I guess we're not going in the memorial place. How do you even get up there?
It's a memorial chapel for Ludwig. It's a memorial...
Yeah. So they built a memorial chapel where he was murdered. Gotcha. Because the steps are here, but there's no path going up to it. Makes no sense. Okay. I'm gonna see if we can write to him now, I think. Hold on. Oh no, it still looks like there's so much that we can do. Maybe we can ask that guy? Oh my god. Also, if you look at the score at the top, we're only like halfway there. Are we like halfway through the game? Okay, right, we can ask... Ah, we can ask about the wolf panels at New Swanstein. We did look at them before, but I guess we couldn't ask about them now.
Have you ever heard about the wolf panels in the Singers' Hall at
Further,
Neuschwanstein?
okay. Good, good.
Did my brother send you here?
No.
Did my brother send you here?
Probably not. It's only the letter to the conductor, the wolf panels. Oh, my brother thinks I am crazy because of all my theories.
What theories?
This is crutch.
Crutch?
If there was a lost opera, a lost Wagner opera, and if one could find it, to a conductor, this would be like finding King Tut's tomb. But people have looked for it before. If it ever existed, it is gone forever. My brother says I waste my time even thinking about it.
Not a waste of time. Also, like, that's probably what the secret show was going to be that was talked about in the other museum, right? Oh, Quanch is rubbish or bullshit. Okay, not crutch. Close though. Scar is just all the scenes. You won't see all. Ah, okay. Okay. So it's not okay. Cool. That's like full completion. It's not like to the end of the game. It's when someone proposes something and you say it's a load of rubbish, not a piece of actual rubbish. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Probably get quite close by the end. Not sure what the minimum is. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, we've got more questions. Okay, I was like trying to click on things. This guy believes us. We're gonna get some information out of him.
I'm curious. Is there any other information that points to the lost opera besides Ludwig's letter and the wolf panels?
It's nothing. I'm not even supposed to have seen it.
Oh?
You see, my brother says that Wagner was too egotistical to have produced a lost opera. If he was working on something new, every person in Bayreuth would have heard about it. On the other hand, it was in Ludwig's character to have wanted a private opera.
But it wouldn't have been private. Ludwig's letter shows he intended it to be played in Munich.
Yes, but that it would get so far without Wagner telling others, why keep it a secret?
Maybe there was a very good reason for secrecy.
For example?
Like... Never mind.
What? Tell me, Grace. Tell me. What are you thinking here? Because I don't know why a werewolf would want a private opera. I'm not following where you're going with this. Oh, it's more silly than bullshit. Okay. We have Quatch Macken to make quash, which means acting silly. Oh, nonsense. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I don't have anything to ask Georg about at the moment.
Okay. Maybe that ends this bit. Nope, it still flashes. I'm going back to the museum. Nope, not museum. Castle. What am I looking for in the castle here? I'm going to the room. Here. So this is where they were caught making ungodly sounds. Which doesn't sound like what an opera sounds like. Maybe he was trying to sing. Or maybe he was turning into a wolf.
I don't think the guards want to be
There's no one to
must be
talk to here, which is making it difficult. Not really as harsh as bullshit. Yeah, that makes sense.
Nice view of the Alps. Nice view of...
Okay. I'm popping home. Do you know anything
Hi, Gerda. I'm back.
Good.
about lost operas?
Gerda? Yes?
Oh yeah, we need to get a permit. That's what we need to do. We need to get a permit so that we can do something. Something to do with getting... Oh, we need to get his name changed. When he became royal, he shred his name of Paul Gordon, or whatever his name was, and got a new royal name. So we're looking for that.
Gerda, do you have any idea where I could get a government research permit? I don't have time for a lot of red tape.
You should ask Herr Übergrau. He can maybe get such things very fast.
You think? I was gonna write Gabriel today anyway.
Who? Herr Übergrau? Oh, maybe the ones that live in the guest house? A permit is when your cat allows you to pet it. Bye, Blacko. See you later. Have a great evening. Let's write Gabriel then. Oh, Herr Übergrau. The lawyer. Okay, not Hoover. Okay, they're similar-ish sounding. That makes more sense. He's a lawyer. He would know about legal shit.
I should get a letter off to Gabriel. I need to include a note to Übergrau about the research permit.
Does that mean we're done with this chapter? Does Grau mean anything? Somebody translated what Übergrau means, I think, before. But I can't remember. Over grey. Because he's so stressed at Gabriel coming into his, like, office and just sitting there in front of him, staring at him, that he's just gone grey early. Upper grey. Hi, I'm going to the post office.
I don't have anything to ask.
I'm off. Ciao. Where's it at? This way. Can I look at it before I send it?
My letter to the great detective.
That was enthusiastic. Oops. Okay, we need to go to the post office first. We need to push the button.
Grüß Gott, Frau Nakamura.
Grüß Gott. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Nein, leider nicht. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
This, please.
Kann ich diesen Brief versenden?
Ja, 3 Mark bitte.
Oh, 3 Mark bitte. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3, not try.
Dankeschön.
Bitte sehr. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
What? Huh?
My German isn't good enough for chit-chat.
Maybe we're done? I know, crap. Oopsie. I guess that we were done. Maybe she was saying like anything else? And I'm just gonna walk away because I don't know.
Danke.
Bitte.
I like how she slides. It's funny. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're not done. Dry mark as opposed to the wet kind.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Hubert.
Well, I'm all out of ideas. Maybe we just need to go home and find a cutscene? Tell Gerda that we've...
Guess they're closed.
Sent a letter? Right.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
No? Uh-oh. Now what do I do then? Maybe I'll go and look at the map. Oh boy, we still have so much to do. Let's think. So we've sent him a letter. That's what I thought was going to be the goal of the chapter. To get this permit, which we're going to have to wait for a response. So that's gone for now. We would like some more information about this lost opera, but there's none. Maybe we can call that guy again and ask him about the lost opera. I don't think he will know anything though. Is it time for slightly more helpful than the map hint system? I think it might be, Craft. I'm a little bit... absolutely no idea where I want to be thinking right now. Better map, blink blink. Rittersburg. Wait, what? Which is only marginally more helpful. Oh. Here. I was like... I thought, for some reason in my head, Rittersburg was Munich. And I was like, we need to be Gabriel right now? How are we gonna do that? Nope, that's a totally different word. Okay. It's definitely at least more helpful than if I went driving off to the wrong place. So that's good, thank you. I have a curiosity. Step 1, that's me, Gabriel Knight. I have a curiosity. Did this open up yet? Or is it ever gonna open up? Oh, maybe the exit sign just means there's more screen. Yeah, okay, fine. Ta-da! You are transformed. I am now Gabriel Knight. Jeez. So I went... Right, it's not the inn. I've been in the inn. This all seems closed. And I think we need to be in the house because... Let's just check these flowers.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
Okay.
I wonder what kind...
We've been in the church. I'm gonna try going home. Oh, the exit sign finally makes more sense. Yeah, I've literally just clicked on that. Anytime the screen will scroll, it also says exit. So then when I get to the end of the screen and there's no exit, it's because there's no more scrolling.
I'm back.
Good.
She's got such an energy, has War Grace.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
I'm going in the bedroom. You're gonna need to do some more research. Nobody worry about it. No worries. I'll just click on things while... I'm gonna see if I can phone the guy. Maybe he'll talk to me about the Lost Opera. You think this area is still relevant? Can we call
I don't have
him?
anything to talk to Herr Dahlmeier about at the moment.
God damn it. Okay.
I don't know who else to write.
Okay. I guess we're not doing anything in here. I never got the guy's phone number who we're gonna go to the opera with in months' time. I'm going in a secret tunnel for science.
I don't want to go back into Gerda's bedroom. She might catch me in there.
I don't want to bust all that.
I'll leave the other roses on the bush.
Okay, how kind.
An emergency exit.
The castle looks huge from here. They've got more rooms left to restore than I thought.
Okay, nothing new here.
Grace Nakamura.
Whoops. Okay. I officially don't know actually what to do. There's a chance the lake place has a pixel hunt before the rest can happen, but you thought it did it. We found a random, like, pile of leaves by the side of the lake, and she was like, I wonder what it was like to be under there. Like, under the water. But, maybe there was something else in there? Let's have a look. It's still flashing regardless, so presumably there's something there. So let's just look everywhere. We definitely looked at this. Or maybe there's even something on this screen. It's just so difficult because the sword doesn't change if you've hovered over two different things. So that's why I have to click on things a million times, because like the roof could be something and the door could be something, but I wouldn't know that it's changed.
It's a memorial chapel.
Oops. Although I don't think it's this.
It's a memorial. It's a memorial.
Yeah. Okay, let's go over to the lake. Examining as we go. Whoa, that's changed. Look at these giant arrows. Whoa, look at the arrows on the pixel screen. Is that how you... What the fuck? Since when? Can we do this in Munich? What? I mean, I'm not complaining. But what? I bet we can do that in Munich. I'm gonna try it when we get there. Once you are confident you have touched everything here, I double down on my Rittersberg concept. Okay. I might need a hint about where in Rittersburg then. If I've definitely...
Grace Nakamura.
So we've got the lakeside here.
I wonder what it felt like under there.
We've got the lake. I can't see anything... These fucking birds. I can't see anything else to press here. This is a down exit and a side exit. Well, that exit took us right out of it. That exit also took us right out of it.
I wonder...
Oh, bollocks. And then there's the cross.
This is where they found Ludwig's body. This is where they found Ludwig's body. This is where they...
And we can't, like, read this. Oh, I suppose it's his name.
This is where...
Do we have what might be considered pixel hunty?
This is where they...
That everything that we just clicked on now is everything that I have clicked on, if that makes sense. So if you haven't just seen it just now, then I haven't done it. Think I've touched all the pixels here. Cool. Then I have no idea what to do. Can't believe we can skip across that. Okay, let's go back to Rittersburg. I don't feel like it's in the castle then.
Schloss Ritter, birthplace of Gabriel's genetic code.
We went back in the inn and we couldn't talk to anybody. Did we go back in the church?
The Madonna. The Madonna. Saint Georg, patron saint of the Schattenjägers.
Georg? Like the guy in the museum? Is this a sign?
Saint... These coffins are really old. And they're all Schattenjägers.
I still really dislike this. Oh, George the Dragon Slayer. Okay. Huh. I'm trying to... Do we have a George the Dragon Slayer in religion? I don't know why I'm getting muddled up also with religion and like fantasy right now in this game. Ludwig II, King of Bavaria, okay. Thank you. Well, he is a saint. Huh?
Jürgen Ritter, 1403 to 1461.
Is there anything we need to do in here? Like, maybe we could show the Ludwig book to our friend at the museum. What is this? '64.
4th of March. I have heard that the one...
This is from a Ritter to the king. You know what? I kind of want to read this again.
4th of March, 1864. To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety, and thus have no time for subtlety. I have heard that the one they call the Black Wolf is close to your Highness. I have been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have the most dire of motives at heart in anything he pursues.
And we know this is true because the people that were getting close to him, he was hired by the guy who I'm saying maybe Louis. Because this is 64, and he met Louis in 64.
I beg your highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria.
So this has nothing to do with him seeming crazy. This is probably Ritter having intel on the fact that the castle's getting, like, infiltrated by spies, right? Maybe he didn't listen, or maybe he did listen, because in the letter in 95 by the lady, I've forgotten her name, she said you've been away for a while, so maybe he did go into hiding, but at least now I know that, like, this isn't to do with when he died, because this is 64. This is way before. This is when Louis came into his life. I'm not quite sure the intended inspiration for a certain current possible task, except maybe a little reading will make it clearer. A little reading. Let's check the notebook.
My notebook. My notebook.
Oh wait, not that notebook. That notebook. Oh no, do we have to read all this? Gabriel. Gabriel's case. Oh, when has she been filling in this notebook? This is like the alternative to Gabriel's cassette. She has this on that tab for some reason. Werewolf in Rittersburg. The Black Wolf. So this is definitely new.
I found a letter in the werewolf lore book. It was dated 1864 and was written by a Schottenjäger, Christian Ritter,
this is what we've
King
just
Ludwig
read.
II of Bavaria. It warned him about someone called the Black Wolf. Not sure if it's related to werewolves or not, but the letter was in the werewolf book. Find out more about this subject if possible.
Okay. Oh my god, I don't know if we need to read all of this, because it's like a summary, right? Let's just double check. Oh, we don't have the werewolf book. I was like, maybe we can double check the symptoms and see if that strikes any inspiration. This book is by Sir Richard Chappell, or Richmond Chappell. Is this the guy that we like that man was talking about? Maybe not. You know, the history man that we've just been talking to, and he said that this certain guy's read the diary. Is that him? This must be the guy that's read the diary. It might not be, to be fair. I could be making that up. Phone number. Can we call this? Oh no, this is just the publishers. I thought we just found a phone line directly into this guy's house. Okay. Why is there like a rune here? So this is telling us, we've read this before already. We read this today. And then chapter 6, we're not allowed. Blocked. Would have been cool if we had to get a phone number out of the book. Maybe the publisher can give you his personal phone number and address for definitely non-stalking purposes. Yeah, we just need to flirt with him for a little bit, that's all. Right, what else have we got here? Like, I kind of want to go to Wagner Museum and show my flirty friend my entire inventory. This is from Gabriel. New Swan. And here in chemistry. Maybe if you have the idea, you should try it out, even if it seems silly, because if that was it and you didn't do it for hours, yeah, that's true, that's true. Let's pop there. I can't get back in touch with the history guy, because what I wanted to do was show the history guy all my stuff, but we can't get back in touch with him. But we can go to see this other guy. He has to look at our stuff because he's at work. He doesn't have a choice. Because there's still something to do there. The other thing is, I could have missed something at any of these museum-y things. Is the problem. If a diary is a book you write in, is diarrhea when you quickly and uncontrollably jot down something you just experienced? It can be if you want it to be, Koala. Right, let's show him some things.
I'm not sure Georg would want to see that.
No, that might trigger him. Don't talk about Ludwig here.
I'm not sure.
Doesn't want to see my ticket to the other museum.
I'm not sure Georg.
Want to see my letter from Gabriel?
I'm not sure Georg would want to. I'm not sure Georg. I'm not sure Georg would want to.
Want to see my
I'm not sure Georg
screwdriver?
would want to see that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Do you think some time's passed and Gabriel's responded?
I'm not sure Georg would want to.
Okay, he doesn't want to see it. Oh man. I wasn't done. I went out the wrong exit. There's too many exits. Ooh, let's save. Don't want to lose all this.
Wagner's.
So I don't know if there's something to do with all the underlined words.
It looks rather simple considering the grandiose stuff.
Like, I would like to look closer at the desk, but...
It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built?
Exactly as it was on the day he died.
It looks like an architectural...
He's lost interest. He has. Did we miss anything in this room? Like, I don't think we did.
A portrait gift.
From Ludwig to Wagner. A picture of himself? Okay. Is, like, why are some words underlined? Is there gonna be some weird puzzle? Exactly. That doesn't have anything underlined. That doesn't have any. Is exactly.
Ludwig.
Is there any more letters with underlined bits?
This must be a model of Wagner's own theater here in Bayreuth.
Can we go and visit that? I just don't think there's anything in this room. Because there's these concept pictures, but... display rooms. The ring. The ring is exactly. preaching here.
Cosima was Wagner's wife.
Can we steal this and run? No. Yeah, I just don't know what to do. If you have any ideas about, like, I don't mind having a bit more specificity. That thing. Specificness. If you do have an idea of what I need to do next. Or at least something to try to narrow down what I might need to do next. Oh, I've literally got to put the book on the phone. Oh no, I've gone to the wrong castle. Ah! Sorry, Grace. Using all the petrol. Okay. God of War should be playable in the morning. Why angry? Oh, because Kratos? Trying to see if you can preload. You should be able to preload usually, right? That's the point. Boy! Exciting. I can't believe I seen the phone number and I didn't place it on the phone. No! Blacko is just vibrating. Okay. This book, wasn't it? Oh my god. You should eat before you get hungry.
Hallo, Bertel München.
Hi, I have a book of yours on Ludwig II. The author's name is Sir Richmond Chapel.
Yes, how can I help you?
Well, I'm doing some research on Ludwig, and I was hoping you could get me in contact with the author.
I'm afraid Sir Richmond Chapel is deceased.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Shit, wait, shite.
However, his
Shit.
son is living.
Oh, well, is there any way you can put me in touch with him?
And who are you doing this research for?
Who's living?
Well, I'm working with Professor Barkley from Yale University.
All right. Thomas Chapel's number in England is 41 20 555 771.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
I can't believe that was the answer. Like, I feel kind of smart for figuring out that it was him who wrote the book. Especially because I forget names all the time. But I feel so dumb for not trying it with the phone. His son, okay. Yeah, I tried to say shit and shite at the same time and it came out shat. But that's fine.
Sir Richmond Chapel's son.
His son. Let's call it. Wait, this is a UK number? Did she say UK? Why are you scrunching it up and putting it in your pocket? You've just written it on the desk.
Chapel residence.
Hi, my name is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Rittersburg, Germany. Is Thomas Chapel there, please?
Speaking. What may I do for you, Miss Nakamura?
This is gonna sound crazy, but I have a copy of your father's biography on Ludwig II. I understand he had access to Ludwig's diary.
Yes.
Well, oh God, I'm not even sure. He didn't make a copy of it or anything, did he? Or perhaps he took good notes?
He wrote down a complete translation in English. He said he couldn't make headway with the German version. Ludwig's handwriting was rather brogue, you know.
He wrote down an English translation. Do you still have it?
Well, unfortunately,
That's more than just reading
to
it.
see the diary only on the grounds that he wouldn't publish the entire work. I can't let you see it. Have you tried contacting the National Archive?
No, I don't have the kinds of connections your father did, or the time.
That's unfortunate, but I really cannot let it out of my hands.
I understand. It was just a shot in the dark.
Very well. The best of luck to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chapel.
Okay. Well, maybe Ubergrab can help us. Is it me or do all men in this game seem creepy? Quite a few of them do, yeah. Except our friend in the science place. We like him. She gave up pretty easily. What now? What now? Call him again.
I don't think pleading with Mr. Chapel will help.
Okay. It unlocks at midnight. Are you gonna play it at midnight? Get a good night's sleep, I think, and then you can play it all day tomorrow, right?
I don't have anything to talk to Herr Dahlmeier about at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. You should sleep first, and then you can have, like, a proper day of it tomorrow. A lot of people got stuck on this, particularly because the thing that should now occur is completely unrelated and unpredictable. Is it just something that maybe happens by going to a certain place? Should I just walk around? I don't mind if that's the case. I don't mind knowing. I'm just sort of running out. We are still in Blink Blink Rittersberg, but yes, something should be new.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
But it's seemingly unrelated. Shit, I can't scroll up. Something should have changed. Do you have any guests?
I don't have time to sit around. Too much to do.
Is it in the town? Rittersberg's classed as the town as well, right? Maybe I got the town. Like the town office might have opened or something. Or the Smiths might be back. Smiths?
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Smiths? You should see it in the town. Oh. I swear this thing still hasn't happened. The game's like, no. Is there gonna be a murder?
Guess they're closed.
I hope there's gonna be a murder in town. I will be blooming mad. Oh, the flowers. Are you serious? Lilies. That's a stretch. Holy shit, yeah, I can so see why people would get stuck on that. Why would you just come here now and they'd be bloomed? That was a good funny hint, thank you. I like that.
Gibt's das denn die Lilienblühen schon?
Sehr schön.
Don't touch
Ja,
the
aber es ist
lilies.
doch noch so kalt. Für Sie ein Geschenk von der Madonna.
Oh no.
Nehmen Sie sie ruhig. Heute Nacht wird es kalt und sie wird sowieso erfrieren.
Okay, thank you. Is he
Thank
flirting with me? So, I wonder if this will help us connect with Ludwig, because is she flirt? That was an elongated smile. Because Ludwig symbols were lilies and swans. I remember that. Aber es ist doch noch so kalt. That's the wrong language. Oh god. For sea? Say? Water? Ein Geschenk von der Madonna. One lily for the Madonna. She didn't want to take one, but he said do it because it's so cold they will freeze overnight. Ow. A gift from the Madonna. Oh, okay. And then it's okay to take it tonight, it will be freezing, so it'll die anyway. I got the wrong C. Too many C's and says. Right, so we now have a lily.
Father Getz said the lily was a gift from the Madonna. That's an odd way of looking at it.
Do we don't need to go and put this in Ludwig Catholic room, do we? To open up a secret room. So now you know everything to do, right? Of course. I'm gonna see if the Smiths are there now. Maybe she can do a tarot reading on the lily. She did tell us to get closer to Ludwig.
I don't have anything to say to her.
Nope. Downloading? Yeah, boy. Whoa, Grace. Grace time to clip out of existence. It got too... She was looking at me too much for a minute there. I'm gonna speak.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda.
I'm gonna try it. What if we have to give it to that man to flirt with him some more? No, my love. I also don't mind another hint about where I maybe need to be right now. Let's see. Because we can still be everywhere. I'm going to the Catholic room. Having good ideas for it. Was there an empty vase in the stone room? Like, because he's mentioned, I didn't know if it was something to do with this. Would you like a lily, Madonna? No. Whoops. Would you like a lily guard? Wasn't an empty vase, it was a jar. God damn it, I should know my jars by now. You'd think.
It's a beautiful crucifix.
Let's make it more beautiful. I'm looking for secret tunnels. Right, the weird noises were coming from the singing hall, right? Maybe this is why we need the guards to change. Maybe we just need to sit in Ludwig's chair, holding a lily, and channel him. If you want to get closer to Ludwig and can't figure it out for too long, maybe think about how you got closer to Gerda.
I'm surprised.
How we got... Oh, maybe we need to go to where he died. Although, because we put flowers on the grave. We're gonna go put flowers on his grave! 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 Maybe. I like this. This makes more sense than putting them in his church. Can't believe there's a skip button. We're gonna put it in the water. Oh boy! Yeah! Grace Noob, not Grave. Thank you, Craft.
I'm trying to figure out what you want me to do. But I need more information to work with. If you can send any my way, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I was somehow on a kind of parallel wavelength with the church thing, but not quite. Gonna create a grave first? No. What is happening? Did she see his face? Because I didn't. I saw pixels. Or did she see a wolf? I didn't see anything, but I may have been looking at chat. We can't... Oops.
I hope I'm not losing my mind.
Well, she might be losing her mind. Spooky face time. Spooky Grace time. Okay, maybe now the Smiths will be here, because otherwise we are back to square one. Oh, it stopped flashing! Oh, I mean, it's lit up, but that's just because I've pressed it. Well, I hovered it. Wait, it just started flashing again. Okay, they flash when I'm over them. Okay. Oh god, this game. Where are we going then? What did I just say? The Smiths. If the Smiths aren't there, then heaven knows I'm miserable now. Is that a quote from something? Or do you like the Smiths that much? No, wait, is that a Smiths song? Maybe.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
Okay. It always gets tough near the end of a chapter as there's so little you need to interact with. And often it will be some little tasks you couldn't pixel hunt earlier. Yeah. Or a combination that is particularly hard to think of. Yeah, like I've gotten rid of all of the new stuff that I just got. So it gets to a point where everything opens up again. It could be anything. But I'm stuck again. So we just saw a face in the water. It feels like we're about to have a psychic meltdown. The only blink I know is once again Rittersberg. Okay, well we're in the right place at least. I feel like we need to pass out or something. Like in the Smith's arms. We can't ask Herr Huber about the Smiths this time. We could earlier, but not now. Let's just see if we can do something with this bed. It's such a long scene.
Von Rollick slept here.
The same, I think. Want to see wolves through windows?
That's the church in the square.
Okay. Let's leave. I don't like it in here. Right, let's think. What just happened? We've just connected. We've just tried to connect to Ludwig. We've repaid our respects. So we've literally... There's no reason for anything to have changed, basically.
Hi.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Could the post have arrived? We're just like keeping Grace really fit. That church is about as close as Santa Maria del Fiore Cathedral yesterday, yet she couldn't see that one. I had no idea what you were showing me.
There's no one there.
Have I had a reply yet from the post I sent
Hallo, Frau Gelder.
20 minutes ago?
Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Ja, ein Fax. Ein sehr langes Fax.
Wait, what?
Das ist aber nicht vom Schattenjäger.
Ist okay. Dankeschön. Thomas Chapel.
This isn't from the Schattenjäger. This is from, wait. The son of the man in England? No time has passed. We just called him. Everyone knows when you see ghosts in the lake, you get a fax. Like, there should have been a cutscene or something of, like, at least a day passing. But for post to get delivered in this time, it's gotta have been days. Like, a week. Right? International post? Oh, wait, it's just a fax. Okay. Basically email. Gotcha. Oh, well. I guess that makes more sense. I didn't realize there was a fax, okay. What does this say? I can't read it. Your previous request, many pages. It's just gonna turn the page, but I want to read this. It seems I've had a change of heart. Please keep these in strictest confidence. Good luck on your endeavor, I think. That's just the facts of life. I wonder what made him change his mind. Oh, the ghost? Yeah, maybe he had an episode. Joker got to him, maybe.
11th June 1872.
Okay, this is the diary.
Louis has convinced me to think matters through more thoroughly before I act. A trip it shall be then, to Shahin. It shall not alter my purpose, I feel, nor shall his compelling. The treaty is the ruin of my beloved Bavaria, and must be taken to task.
The treaty is the ruin, so he doesn't want to join the United Germany. This is 72. Louis has convinced me to think matters through more thoroughly. Okay. We've got to try and figure out what levels of manipulation are going on here. Hold on. 11th of June, 3rd of July, a month later-ish.
3rd July, 1872. The pain gets so bad, I cannot hold a pen to write, but the horror is far worse than the pain. He says it was an accident, says that we can truly be one now, that it is a great adventure. I believe him 1 minute, and the next I can feel the flames of hell upon my heels. May God have mercy on my soul.
Did he bite him? Maybe that's the hold they've got over him, is like, because they bit him, turned him into a werewolf, now they like do what he does what they say because he doesn't even know the consequences. USG, United States of Germany, yeah. So this is 72, so I guess this is after the hunting accident, which was in 70-something, but I thought it was later. 74, 2 years later.
5th January 1874. By the power of Mary, Mother of God, I swear to refrain from the ultimate sin and to remain steadfast in my flesh. Sworn by the power of the lily, Eleanor.
Maybe he's not swearing not to have sex, he's swearing not to eat people. He's swearing not to taste the human blood. To keep his soul from being damned. That's what the oaths are. It's not about sex at all. That's gotta be it, right? Huh. Oh, I like that one, Blacko. Wait, what? Why are you killing me? That's the ultimate sin, to kill me. Don't kill me. Right, so this is 5 years later. No? Yes, 5 years
30th
later.
August 1879. I will not falter, but will remain true. No matter the torment or longing, I will not yield.
It is!
I will control the process. God grant me strength and will. By the grace and power of the monarchy and its allegiance. De Paul Leroy, Eleanor.
It is! He is totally just trying to swear not to eat people. That's why he is seemingly like, he's open about his relationships and stuff. 'Cause that's fine. This makes sense. Oh, to kill Noob. We figured it out. Well, we figured something out. I don't know what exactly. 1 year later.
10th September 1880. It is all finished. Elizabeth warned me, and I discovered the truth at last. O most venomous viper at my very bosom, O lowest of the least worthy who ever breathed, my Judas, my devil, if I could tear my heart out and fling it after him in the dirt, I would.
Don't do it! I was just playing the beginning of Grim Fandango again the other day. That literally happens in Grim Fandango. Don't do it! So Judas, he has discovered that Louis has betrayed him, I reckon. Right. So this is September 80, which is also his downfall beginning. 3 months later-ish?
12th December 1880. He continues to come, the devil. I will never look upon his hideous face again. He is afraid I will tell, and I might. To destroy him, I might. When I think of the accident, now that things are clear, I wonder, was it truly an accident, or was it the plot to kill me? If so, why did he not complete it then, instead of putting me in this torment? Could he have hated me so? I wish to God he had simply ended it there.
Because maybe it's not necessarily a plot to kill him, it's a political plot. He's a king. They wanted to use him to get something, like countries or whatever. I'm not sure. Does the PS5 keep downloading in the sleep mode? I think so. I think it's a setting, Bleckle. If you check your settings, I think you can choose. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so like there's a whole page dedicated to what it does and doesn't do while it's in sleep mode. Right. So he is thinking back to when he got bitten, the accident, and he's realizing, shit, it wasn't an accident, it was a plot. The betrayal runs deeper. Right, half a year later.
10th June 1881. Terror. Rapture. During W's music tonight, I felt a pulling. The horror nearly came upon me right there. Then the music turned, and it was gone. What can it mean? I must confide in the great friend. Perhaps he will know what has happened.
Maybe that's what happened that night then, is that he got him to play the same music, and he actually turned. Because, remember we had this conversation before that certain sounds can trigger them to turn into a wolf. So like, the howling and stuff. So maybe there was a note in one of his songs, or like a certain melody, that like was causing him to have that feeling of changing and eating people. So that's why he invited him round to the secret area to like figure it out, maybe? Let's see. A year later.
2nd August 1882. The experiments go better and better. W has proved as loyal and determined as ever I believed he would be in a matter of my salvation. He says he has the formula now. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to draw up the diagram for the crystals. Can it truly end? I scarce dare to hope.
Could it truly end? What, have they found like a recipe to get rid of it in the music? So the crystals must be the things, you know, in the plans when it said there's 8 different things to be added or something. That's got to be the crystals, right? So what, they're like dotting crystals around the room and then playing certain music and it's gonna like cure him of werewolfism? They've been experimenting on it for a while regardless. And that could be why they keep it a secret opera, because it wasn't meant to be a public or private opera, it's medicinal. You've done it excellent. Right, so this is the next year again.
April 1883. The great friend is dead. How unjust that he should be taken from me now. Where is my chance at salvation? Why has God condemned me twice?
Well, that is too bad. So he died before they finished? I'll download it in an hour. Hype. Don't do it tonight, Blacko. Well, download it, but don't start it tonight. Resist. Okay. 2.5 years later, after Thingy died, Wagner died, but this is a year before he gets arrested.
10th October 1885. There must be made clear funds for the crystals. Lies. Everyone lies. My own servants. What must I do? Must I sell one of my beloved castles? The crystals must be made. I grow daily less able to control my own will. How long will I be able to resist the ultimate sin?
So he still hasn't done it.
The music is worthless without the device. Time is running out. The crystals must be made.
How on earth did they science this out? I won't. I'm so tired. It'll be so worth it tomorrow. Okay, and that's the end. So this all makes a lot of sense. When you also consider he got bitten quite early then, but he found it a lot easier to resist early on because things were going well. Like, not really, but he was led to believe things were going well because he was being manipulated by everyone. But then, as things changed, he found out he'd been betrayed. It gets harder to, you know, resist. And then the music does something to him, so they're working. But then his friend dies, and his savior dies, so that's gonna make it even harder to resist. And you can tell in his writing that it's changed a lot as well. But this explains a lot. Can we maybe post this to Gabriel? Oh, well, no, we've got to take... let's take it to Friendo, George. I can't remember how you say the word. I can't remember how you pronounce his name. Georgie boy. I got something to show you. What? Yeah. We finished in Risberg. We're so close. We have to finish this chapter today. Here we go.
Have you heard of Ludwig's diary?
Yes, but no one is allowed to see it.
It just so happens that I have a copy of an English translation right here.
That's supposed to be confidential, Grace.
Read this one.
August, 1880.
Strictest confidence.
The experiments go better and better. Faye has proved as loyal and determined as ever. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera. And to make up the diagram for the crystal. My God! Wait, I want to show you something.
Oh, this links up to something in the diary.
I am not supposed to have looked at this myself, but I am here alone all day, so...
Secrets! This is why you share secrets. We deal in secrets. Hurry up, dude! You're killing me.
Yeah.
Is this in German?
July 1881. Richard returned from his meeting with the king. Never have I seen him so pale. I was concerned for his heart. He would not speak with me, but immediately shut himself up in his study and started working on a new project. He will not tell me the first thing about it. He will only say that it was time he repaid his king. It confirms Ludwig's diary. He wasn't crazy.
Yes, but Ludwig says that the opera was completed. Imagine that, completed. There's something else.
August 1882. We had a messenger tonight from the king. He brought a letter which Richard burnt. I did manage to see a bit of it. It said something about a great night in Munich and that it would be Richard's supreme triumph and someone else's destruction. Ludwig then wrote that even though he himself would probably die, his immortal soul would be freed thanks to Richard. I worry for poor Ludwig and for us. Where will we be if his madness continues? Surely someone will put an end to it. Wow.
There's one more.
May 1883. I sent Richard's sealed package to the king, as he instructed moments before he closed his eyes forever. I could not even bring myself to care what was in it. What could it matter now? Whatever it is, I hope it brings the king good memories of Richard. He did so much for my beloved.
The package.
Did she need to get that close into his face to say the package? Okay, so he had his heart attack, but he didn't die from it. So in the days between, because he survived for 4 days after his heart attack, he's got his wife to send off this package to the king, which is presumably the completed opera, right? And the plans for the crystals. So the next thing that Grace wants to do is find out where. So what was the plan? Was the plan to like get invite the person who infected him and like get them to turn in front of the big crowd? Oh, and then get him killed so that he is then free. If the Black Wolf is the alpha, like get him killed during this opera. I'm not sure. Package! That was so good. Chapter 5. Let's see. Where are we? This isn't our couch. What happened last night? What happened last night?
She sounds delightful. I'd love to meet her. Oh, she's a hoot, all right. Just pretend you don't have a penis around and you'll be fine. Got this inborn need to rip them off. Now I'm really intrigued.
Grace?
This one time, I'd gone off to this, party, you might say. And it was getting a bit hairy. Well, Gracie... Oh.
Better. Come here, Kleiner.
He definitely... Grace rips penises off, apparently.
Beta does not speak English, but then she has her own methods of communication.
I should leave you two kids alone.
Oh, don't be silly.
Oh, God. Grace and Gerda are gonna be so happy.
Friedrich, I can't...
Yeah.
I can't just take your date.
Wait for it.
I didn't expect her tonight. And for some reason, I don't find myself in that mood. Besides, from what you've told me, you live like a
Gabriel
monk down
does.
south at that castle. Your body needs some attention.
Gabriel in the mood, alright.
Vergeh ihm sein Schlafzimmer.
She's leaving. Oh, he leaving too. I swear, I don't know if he actually just sucked a boob or not. CPC, indeed. What's it? This guy's like mood has changed. Is he gonna send someone after Grace? Oh? I'm a bit concerned about what changed his, like, his mood there. They seem to be giggling so much and then, like, this is for a reason. Okay, he's still got his medallion on. Did she just steal something from him? This is why he was smiling when he woke up. Yeah, I think this is before. This is showing what he did last night. This is a flashback. His virginity. She stole it. Oh, he's gonna take the medallion. Oh, wake him up in some way. Or stroke his nipple. I'll play with his hair. I got my finger on the alarm. I'm ready. I guess he didn't realize that just happened. Okay, now we're flashing to him after he's woken up. Smiling. Nip slip ×2. I thought he was picking up the wine glass. I have some business to attend to. I will see extreme close-up. See you at the hunt, maybe? I didn't get to read the rest of it. Well, Gabriel enjoyed his night, basically, is what happened. Oh, I don't know why I've clicked hint. We haven't even done anything. These are the two places. Okay, we're gonna want to go to the post office, right? So let's just pop there, and then we can save the game, and then that will be the end of today's stream, because we've finished the chapter right on the full hour mark. Wait, we have to finish with the sausage lady. Maybe we're in the mood for... Oh, don't tell me we're in a meaty mood now. Where's my wallet?
Can I have some of that, Weisswurst?
We're in the mood for sausage. I can't believe it. This is so funny.
Dankeschön.
Later.
Oh wow, that's so fucking funny. I didn't think it was actually gonna work. It's sausage time. Oh god. Oh, it's hanging out.
Don't these sausages look a little pale to you? Maybe I'll just hold on to them.
Oh, just hold on to it. Okay. Oh, the game knows exactly what it's doing. Exactly what it's doing. Oh, well, what a place to end the stream. We got our sausage, amongst other things. I guess the worst happened, eh? Let's give this a save. And be on our way. Right. Thank you, guys. This has been fun and funny. Actually, hold on. Before we go, this has a bit more context now. Chapter 6, Opera. I mean, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but at least we know why there could be an opera at this point. So I just wanted to show that before I ended it there. The worst sausage. Alright then. We're done. We're done. On that note, we're done. I will love you and leave you today. Let's see. Thank you very much, Sublickle, for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I bet you're glad that you hung around there for the end. Thank you to everybody for hanging out, chatting, lurking. Thank you again, Blackle, for the raid. Thank you to my members. And just thank you, Sassy. Exactly. Thank you for the stream, Sassy. I will be back. Hold on. Thursday. So not tomorrow, the day after. So we have Thursday and Friday and Sunday. I'm surely will finish this game in those 3 streams. That's the plan anyway. So I'll see you guys on Thursday and Friday, 2 in a row, where we're just gonna knuckle down with Gabriel Knight. Don't worry, Blackle. I will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh god, I'm stuck in the game again. At least it's the end of the stream, so it doesn't matter if I mess everything up. Most of you guys missed what happened at the beginning. The train wreck that was at the beginning. Right. Good night, everybody. Good Nacht, I think. Guten Nacht. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Ciao. Arrivederci. I think. Something. Goodbye.